Michelle, are you ready?
I was born ready.
She's an award-winning author, speaker, and podcast host who serves on the National Faith Advisory Council. She supported Donald J. Trump for president before it was cool, from her she shed in her beautiful backyard. This is the Michelle Moore Show.
All right. Who doesn't just love that song? It's such great energy. I love it. All right. So I was just looking in the chat, the live chat, if you're watching with us live. So I was like, there's my girls, all of them. Christ Believer, Taurus 66, Cousin 77, Fly Girl 61, KM Sunshine 1974. I was like, geez, the girls are all here. Love y'all. Linda Nail says, love Godly Granny products. Thank you so much. Look, we put a lot of heart, a lot of, y'all don't even know the time. And, oh my goodness, we put a lot into this because, and just planning, it's all for you guys, all of it. And so when we talk about, just all of the different things that the products do, it's based off of you guys and what your needs are. And so I got so much to share with you today with Eve, our Godly Granny formulator, because yes, she's here. Y'all been loving her. I'm so excited about that. We're going to be sharing some testimonials and reviews that you all have left on the website. So nice of you to help us help others. I love that. We're back fresh from North Carolina as well. We just delivered almost $30,000 worth of groceries and all of our kinds of products. There's some stuff going on in Swannanoa, North Carolina. I'm working on having Jenica here on Tuesday is what I'm hoping for. Jenica is the lady that we've been working with, and she's been on the show a few times now, a business owner in the area. We're going to tell you what FEMA's been doing. I couldn't believe when I heard it and what is going on. So this is interesting information. We're going to let Jenica, maybe even her husband. I've asked for her husband, Jimmy, to be here as well. We'll see what we can work out. But I want you all to hear firsthand what is going on and what FEMA is a part of. We're gonna give this some attention and talk with her about it. Also, we did announce on Monday before I left out of town that ivermectin and kind of regrouping that our doctor, our Truzer doctor that's been helping the Michelle Moore Show for a year now, he's worked 7 days a week for free, and so he was really newly married still and a bunch of other things. So he says, hey, I'm going to have to take a step back. We all understand that he has worked so selflessly for us. And so I just want you to know, like, don't fret. The pharmacy said, please tell people not to worry about the refills. So if you have a prescription and it has refills on it, don't worry about that. We're going to take care of you. You don't have to have the doctor to get your refills filled. Okay. So we are going to be able to help with that and see those things through. And producer Ron and I are here for you. We ain't going nowhere. All right. So that was one thing I wanted to make sure that you knew. North Carolina. Wow. It was just amazing. We also did some love offerings and things as well. Big trip. We are going again. And I got to double check. We're pretty close to having, probably really close to having all the money, all the funds needed to be able to fill another truck, I think. So when my assistant is back in the office late next week, we'll know for sure. But I just wanted to say thank you. Just thank you. The need there is so great. And it's just such an honor to be able to go and be the one that just gets to go and gets to go to the store and gets to fulfill the list and make sure that they get to everything they're needing. And just thank you. That's all I can say. It's, it's a big world and I get to be the one to do it. And, you guys just so faithfully keep showing up and it's just amazing. It's not like I'm having to go, well, we could do this, but if we do this, we can't afford this. You guys, if Jenica or anybody has asked or I have found out about a need, you guys, we have filled those needs 100%. I mean, 100. Everything Jenica has asked for, that she puts in writing, I'm like, make your list, make me a list. And she has gotten everything. It is amazing. And it is because of you guys. And I just want to say thank you. It's just amazing. Taco Ride says, has the doctor stopped as of today? He stopped as of yesterday. And so I announced it on, I think it was Monday. I think it was Monday. Yeah. And so anyways, but the pharmacy, if you have prescriptions that need to be filled, you'll be able to do that. We may do something else. It just won't be a free doctor's visit. I'm not going to probably be able to find another doctor that's going to do what our doctor was doing. So, nobody's, that was a unique situation. And he blessed the Michelle Moore Show viewers for a year at a level that it is incredible. And so anyways, okay, well, that today is release number 2. So we had the original rollout of 25 products for Godly Granny. And that has been amazing. The feedback has been amazing. You're going to hear some testimonials today. We're going to talk about a couple of things too that I have learned also about some of these products. And then also last Monday, we launched 4 new of the new items. Those were the lip scrubs and the lip masks. We brought on black cherry and unflavored. And so lip scrubs and lip masks. So that was 4 of the products. So today we are releasing the other 36. I want to let you know before you go to the website, you buy anything. I do want to let you know because all the products have been activated and they are live on the website. But here's the thing. You got to make sure that you remember to use Michelle 20 because Michelle 20 is going to give you 20% off. We are doing this for the next week for you. And so in celebration of our new products. And so wanted to give you a heads up on that. So don't go buy something and not use the code. You want to make sure you use the coupon code. So just want to remind you about that. The website homepage tells you how long the sale is for. So if you're like, I don't remember what Michelle said, you can always go to godlygranny.com. I want to remind you that this was a total God thing, like just total God thing in so many ways. I was just telling Eve a story about how I got her name and what happened. And it was just like goosebumps came over me, and I just knew that I was to call her. So anyways, and it would be a God thing. It was just crazy. So anyway, so Eve is here with us. She helped me formulate just really what it was that we were doing. And I would just say, well, this is what I like, and this is what God says. And so can you help me implement those two things together, or this or that? And one thing I learned in writing a book is that when you write a book, God will give you the details, and then the rest is up to you. So he might give me the title, he might not. But then what's the cover look like? Well, sometimes he gives you the cover, sometimes he doesn't. And so it's just different things, with different projects. And so, and then getting to implement what I like. So some of the new branding has a little heart. I love hearts. And so it's just stuff like that. So it's just amazing. But I just want you to know that everything we do around Godly Granny is really all about you. So, and what I hear back from you. So be sure to keep sending me those emails, keep leaving those reviews to help us help other people, but also to know what you want, what you need, and what's working and what's not working, so that we can best help you. All right. So a lot has been said in all of that. I do want to let you know Lieutenant Mark Taylor is going to be here Monday, and boy, do we already have quite a bit of stuff to talk about. I'm working on Tuesday with Jenica. We have Gary Humble. He's going to be with us. He's from Tennessee Stands, and we're going to be talking about legislation and laws and some stuff that, look, if it applies in Tennessee in a lot of ways, a lot of what he works on, you're going to learn for your area or your state as well. So we're going to show you some different things and talk about some things that are going on. He also, coincidentally, I reached out to him. I had no idea. But like I reached out to him a day or two before, and it turned out he was literally releasing a book. So he's got a new book, and we'll talk about what's in that as well. So that'll be good as well. I do want to just remind you. So some people have not known this, and I've gotten emails where people are like, I can't find where to leave a review. I love the First Fruits Lemon Face and Body Lemon Balm. So what you do is you go to the product that you're wanting to leave the review for, and then scroll down, and you'll see where it'll let you leave a review. Be sure to, put how many stars and all that stuff as well. And we hope that you're able to do a 5-star review, but we want to make sure that you know that. Okay, Grammy 114B7G says, love my Godly Granny products. My husband loves the sinus balm. We are getting some amazing reviews back from the sinus balm. Amazing. Jay Cornwell. In fact, by the way, I talked with Eve the other day. We had someone asking, how often can I use it? Well, you can use it however much you need to, or however little you need to. There's none of the bad stuff, remember? And so that's how it works. It doesn't matter. And so it's so great. Christ Believer says, I love my Godly Granny products. Oh, that's great. I love mine too. Jay Cornwell, 1963 says, love, prayers, and thanks to Doc Basham. Thank you for everything. Saved our daughter's life. Wow. Okay, you're going to have to send me an email. You can't just send me a comment like that. You're going to have to send me an email and let me know what the details of that, what happened. And the reason is because Jay Cornwell, 1963, we may need to share it with the viewers. It may be something that can help them as well in one of the shows. Okay, so you got to do that. All right, so send me an email. We'll keep your name private if you don't want to know. It's, I will never do that. So if you want to keep the anonymity, but please send me what happened. I would appreciate it. Okay, so we're going to go on ahead and bring in Eve, our Godly Granny formulator. She's part of the team, a big part. I talk with her all the time. I was just telling producer Ron the other day, we've been working on the 3rd release, and I said, producer Ron, I'm pretty sure I've talked with Eve about 8 hours in the last 3 days. Oh, you're muted, honey. I don't know if you're muted or someone else is muted. Oh, okay. You got to unmute. You need to unmute.
You're the first person that's ever said that. My husband all the time. Yeah.
Oh, what were you saying though? I was
saying, I think it was a little more than that, because I remember we're on different time zones, and I'm like, sweetie, I have got to go to bed.
It's crazy.
I'm a little older than you.
Oh my gosh. Well, even viewer Natalie says, love the line so much. Yes. And so thank you so much, viewer Natalie. It's amazing. Okay. So I want to just reiterate in celebration of today, if you're just tuning in, we are doing a 20% off sale for the next 7 days. It's through 11:59 Central Standard Time next Thursday. Make sure when you go to the website, it's Michelle20. And so that way you can get your 20% off. It's the entire order. And so I love it. Okay, all products are active on the website, just so you know, but we're getting ready to go through them in some great detail. Every time I talk with you, Eve, I think my IQ goes up a good 3 to 4%. So just want you to know. I hope. And I tell you what, the last few times you've been on the show, by the way, we've also had viewers that have written and said, I've watched it 3 times and I've taken notes. I really hope people do that.
Well, you're going to really want to get your paper and pen today because it's a lot more product.
Yep. All right. So I want everybody to also know, a couple of people wrote, and we are in the process, halfway through or close to it. But within the next week, we will have all directions that are on the back of the product. They will be on the website as well. So just want you to be aware that if you're having a hard time seeing what the directions say and anything like that, you'll be able to go back and pull up that website. And then you'll be able to, then that product on the website, and you'll be able to read it on there as well. So just want everybody to be aware that that's happening. Okay. So, and we're halfway through, but we've got more, and my assistant doesn't come back till Thursday, and she's the one working on that project. So, okay. So Eve, we've got 40 products that were in release number 2. We pre-released a few. Okay, so I want to read a few reviews and testimonials before we move forward into this. Okay, so the first one is viewer Dwight. I get excited when a guy writes in because sometimes they're a little bit more to themselves. So Dwight, he was reviewing the Soothing Eczema Psoriasis Rosacea Soap Bar with aloe and colloidal oatmeal, and the unscented, of course. And he said, excellent cleansing bar to remove dry, flaky skin associated with psoriasis. He says skin will actually feel clean and squeaky with no left on ingredients or scents. And so I thought that was good. In other words, clean. He feels clean. I love it. All right. The next one is a review by viewer Lisa, and she's doing the all natural magnesium deodorant. She goes, I've been looking for a natural deodorant for some time now, and I think I finally found it with Godly Granny. It's aluminum free, it smells good, and it actually works. So look no further. This is your deodorant. I got to tell you, in this new release, we've got unscented, and I have been using that now for a few weeks, and I absolutely love it. You know me, I like things unscented, and I liked the sea minerals, but I really like the unscented. I don't know why, I just do. And it comes on so easy. It's wild how it's not like you're having to scrub your underarm to get deodorant on it. It's almost like soft a little bit, but not too much, but just enough. I'm loving it.
I'm so glad.
Oh, it's the texture. I love it. Okay, it's just something I've noticed. Viewer Mary says the Canaan Coffee Face and Body Scrub with organic shea butter. Well, first of all, I noticed we've had a number of people that have written about this particular product. Now, this was my first product I fell in love with, as well as the bath bombs, just telling you. So anyway, she says this scrub is so nice. I use it a couple of times a week when I'm not using your charcoal soap. So yesterday I used it all over, including my hair and scalp. I was scrubbing my legs and decided to shave my legs using it instead of using a VENMO shave cream. I cringed a little when I read that. Well, it was so smooth and easy to shave. The only drawback was some coffee granules would get stuck in the blade. Yeah, you gotta rinse first. I can deal with that if my legs are going to look and feel so good afterwards. I also use it on my face maybe once a week. I love it. Thank you. That's amazing. The next one.
Using it on her legs, even if she's shaving, she's getting rid of cellulite at the same time.
Yes, the cellulite. Yes. And so viewer Deborah said the detoxifying and moisturizing activated charcoal bar soap with cocoa, mango, and shea butters, which is unscented. She says, I thank God for Godly Granny products. The first time I used this charcoal soap, I felt a big difference on my skin. My skin has been so dry. After using charcoal soap, my skin feels so moisturized and soft. My husband even loves this. It's
It's a lotion
unscented too.
soap. Most people aren't used to a lotion soap. Mm-hmm.
That's good. Yep. Okay, Juanita, viewer Juanita says Cane Coffee. This is the same Cane Coffee face and body scrub with organic shea butter. Y'all, we got a new product that's like the organic, the Cane. So you know it's coming. It's today. It's today. All right. It says, oh my gosh, love, love, love the Cane Coffee scrub. My first try. It smells so good, and it's the best face scrub I ever have used. My face felt so clean, fresh, and had a shine to my skin like I've never had before in a long time, or I've never before in a long time. This did not feel like any other soapy scrubs I have tried in the past. This scrub actually felt and smells like the real coffee bean scrub and does do the job. I woke up with a clean feel and shine to my face, and that really feels great. This will be definitely my new Cane Coffee scrub. And she says, thank you. So appreciative. God bless. Okay. Viewer Margaret wrote in about the moisturizing lip lip scrub with vitamin C. Y'all, I'm loving the lip scrubs and moisturizers. I might have been a little bit delayed on it because I just wasn't using it regularly. But when I got sick, my lips got real dehydrated back in January when I got whatever the funk was that everybody else was getting, that funky stuff. And so my lips got dried. And so I started using it, and I was like, holy cow. I started realizing this stuff really works. Okay, so viewer Margaret said about it, since using this lip scrub, I haven't experienced chapped lips. She says, this is something I contend with regardless of the season of the year. It is so refreshing to rub this on my lips in the morning and not have to keep applying. This reminded me about our conversation. You know, we're going to spill the details. She goes, it's once and done. Key thing here. Looking forward to trying the black cherry flavor, which is already out. It's one of our new flavors. Okay, so Eve, you have to share what we talked about a couple weeks ago. So it was so funny. She said once and done. Do you remember our conversation about, you know, how a lady wrote me about how she had an addiction about putting on chapstick like 17 to 18 times?
Yes. That's because commercial chapstick not only has the wrong type of waxes in it, and we won't even go into all that, it's got something in it similar to MSG, which is generally in Oriental food, but not just Oriental food, it's also in KFC. And once you start using it, it's like a drug and your body wants more of it. Well, what is in commercial lip chapsticks, whatever you want to call them, and I feel comfortable saying all I've ever ordered that was not ours. I've never ordered a good one. Now, I'm not saying there's not a good one out there. I'm saying I haven't found it yet.
Yeah.
Is the fact that it feels good momentarily because it moistens your lips and keeps them from sticking together, right?
Right.
But that drug that gets into your system dries it out from the inside out and makes you keep reapplying it. The job of good lip products is to heal your lips so that you don't need them. And then you use them because you like them, not because you have to.
Would it also be because of just kind of a maintenance thing? Like you need to exfoliate your lips like you would your body, right?
Do, especially if you are out in public a lot, you've got germs. You wear lipstick. We talked about this last time. The average makeup wearer swallows 7 pounds of lipstick in their lifetime, and that's not really digestible. We won't even go into what's in lipstick, but that's terrible. And if you're around people, especially if you're in the medical field, if you're a teacher of kids, you've got germs everywhere, and you want to get them off your lips. So absolutely. And some people just have dry lips. Some people have dry lips worse in the summer. Some have them worse in the winter. Depends on if you're outside a lot.
Yeah. Also depends on location. Yeah. Location. That lady lives somewhere where she said, you know, it's a lot of it is environmental.
Yeah. If you're in Arizona or New Mexico, yeah, it's a 24/7 deal.
Yeah. And so she said she was down to like 3 times a day. Now look, do not exfoliate. Do not do that scrub 3 times in a day or whatever. We had a viewer who did that. I don't see why anybody would really do it more than once a day. I do it. I put it all over my lips.
Good. It tastes good.
It does. I will say that. It tastes great. I was sitting in the bathtub last night and I got a little bit of that scrub in my lips and I went, you know, Dawn was right the last time she was on the show. This stuff tastes great.
Black cherry's the best seller. And she's like, I don't want to taste like fruit. I'm like, yes, you do. You've never tasted real black cherry. This is not today's black cherry. This is 60 years ago, my grandmother's black cherry, Jell-O black cherry. There's a difference when it's real fruit.
Yeah.
Which I think we
And
need to cover because last time, for those who missed it last time, the majority of lip products on the market are made with parfum or perfume. You can check the ingredients and it's generally there. And that is to fool, and they'll put a stevia or something for sweetness to fool you into thinking that it's a flavor, when in fact, it's a perfume full of phthalates, which is toxic and should be illegal. We
yeah.
don't do that. We use only full natured flavored. As a matter of fact, all of our flavors are made in California and by a chef inspired company that makes all natural and organic flavors that ship out to 5-star restaurants all over the world. It's a flavor. It's not a fragrance.
All right.
It
That's
matters.
perfect. I love it. Okay. So I wanted to make sure, because some people don't understand the way that stuff works. And so it's unusual, because I got to thinking, and I'm like, why is there always so many people? I had a family member who had an addiction with the lip stuff. And so that's why I was familiar with it and mentioned it to Eve, and Eve educated me on that a few weeks ago. And I thought, okay, we got to definitely talk about this on the show when she's on next, because this is so important. All right. So Christ Believer said that soap lasts a long time too. Okay. Yes. And I want to remind everybody that a little bit goes a long way on everything that we have. And so let's go on ahead, Eve, and get started. We got so many reviews and things, but we'll see how we are at the end of the show, but I doubt we have enough time to go back to that. So we had 2 lip scrubs and 2 lip masks that got added 2 weeks ago, almost 2 weeks ago. So those of you that are watching, there's unflavored, and then there's also black cherry. And so there's a black cherry lip scrub and a lip mask, and a black cherry, an unflavored lip scrub and lip mask. My own personal, I've talked about this some, Eve, and I've just said, look, I've never been a big person for chapstick, lip masks, lip glosses, all of that. And I have to say, I am now. I'm loving what I'm doing with my lips and with the lip scrub and the lip mask, especially since I got sick. This is what has amazed me. And this is also what we're hearing about with the Canaan coffee scrub is, you know, I always thought that when you exfoliate, that's just, you just exfoliating off dead skin. I didn't realize that once you've exfoliated, you could also have a good, healthy moisture. And that's what the lip scrub is doing. And so I have absolutely loved that. The other thing is, I've never been one to put a lot of stuff on my body. And so to have a mask on, to put that on, I thought a mask you put on like a face mask, you put it on for 5, 10, 15 minutes, you scrub it off, rub it off, wash it off, whatever, and you're done with it. And so when we started carrying the lip mask, and I started finding out that, oh, well, lip mask, we can actually leave it on all night. That's been a game changer. And it locks in that moisture, and it is a great game changer. Mm-hmm. So love the lip scrubs, lip mask. Cannot speak.
Now, those 2 new flavors that you talked about, now the first 2 that we launched were key lime, which is my personal favorite, and sweet orange. They're vitamin C line, and they've also got collagen in them. It's so if you want plump lips. There's one thing that I'm not sure we mentioned on the original show, and that is your lips are the only part of your body that has no pores. Your lips can't sweat. They can't exfoliate themselves, which is why a lot of times you'll find people who bite the skin off their lips. Please never do that, because you're going to have all kind of issues. But you've got tons of pores all along the ridge of your lips. So when you're using the face scrub and the face mask, make sure you go over the lip line, because then you're pulling vitamins A through K, minerals, and micronutrients all the way into your mouth, into your gums. And if you know anything about oil pulling, you know how good it is to put good things into your body.
My audience knows about oil pulling. All right. So that's awesome. So they are on the website. Just want to reiterate that. Okay, let's go on. We got the deodorant. So we've added 2 new scents. I have to say, I've already spilled the beans about one of them, which was the unscented. That's my new favorite. I've been using it for a few weeks now because I got the initial stuff. And I was like, well, I got to use the unscented, see what I think. And then we also have Rustic Man. And that is a new smell that we have we're introducing today. Oh, that stuff smells good, girl. And so
that's an essential oil dupe of Drakkar.
I didn't know if you could tell people that, so I wasn't sure.
We just can't use it because the name is, of course, trademarked, but you changed it to Rustic Man. But what we do is we find a fragrance people love, and then we ship it off to our guy at Sozio, which is a French company, but they also have an American component in the United States. And we go, okay, make this out of essential oils, or make it out of whatever we tell them to make it out of. And then we get it back so that it's actually good for you and has no phthalates in it. But it still smells the same. You can't tell the difference. Can you tell the difference?
No, that's why it brings me back. It brings me back. That's why I was like, I had to take a minute. It smells good. If you liked your car, you're going to like this. And it's good. And so we, one day Eve was like, what are we going to call this? And she had a few suggestions, and I just heard in my spirit, Rustic Man, immediately. And I just felt like the Lord gave it to me. So that's what we're calling it, is Rustic Man. And you're going to hear some other things that are coming out today in this same scent. All right. So GL Star says, is it safe to use the bar soaps down there?
Yes, it won't hurt you. However, do we want to talk about the third release?
No, we're talking about this one.
Okay,
But we're
yes,
working on that, ladies.
it's fine to use down there.
Yeah.
For now.
We'll talk about it when we talk about the other thing that goes with it this time. That's
Okay.
coming out. All right, the next that'll make sense. Okay, I just want to remind everybody, if you've been using a deodorant that is that has aluminum in it, you may end up smelling for a little bit, thinking that it's not working. It's working. It's just your body is detoxing. Okay, so you're going to need a good 2 to 3 weeks to detox that. I think it actually took me longer than just 2 to 3 weeks personally when I started.
If you're a heavy sweater, it can take, and if you wear a lot, or depending on your age, if you put years worth of it in your body, it can take 30 days, but you've got ways of speeding that up.
Oh yeah. And we're going to talk about that in a little bit. Okay. Magnesium day cream. I have to tell you, this is one of the products I was the most excited about ever since you told me about it and we talked about it. And so this is the Focus blend. I've been using this the last few days and I've been a maniac, but getting stuff done. Please, and I was telling producer Ron about it. Please tell the viewers what the day formula does, the day boost or boost day.
First of all, she told me that, the show can be 2 hours, but it's 40 products. And I said, look at my notes, and these are and it's single spaced. So I have to refer to them so that I don't forget anything, because some of the products have 4 pages of notes, and I won't bore you with all of that. But let's talk about the Magnesium Day Cream. When we launched Magnesium Cream several years ago, it wasn't the rage that it became last year, and it put everybody on the map. But a lot of it, and I don't mean to say inferior, but a lot of people were making it at home. And that's not always a bad thing. But if you're making it in your kitchen and you have pets, number 1, shouldn't do that. Number 2, you should be in a commercial kitchen. Number 3, you should put vitamin D3 and K2 in there. And if you don't know how much, it matters, because no matter how much magnesium you put on your skin, if you don't add if you don't add vitamin D3 and vitamin K2, it doesn't work as good as it should. Just like when you're taking calcium, you're supposed to take vitamin D for it to absorb into the body. So all of that matters. So people were going, okay, well, I love the magnesium cream, but it makes me chill, or it makes me sleepy, or it stops the pain. I need to focus at work. And I was like, well, that's easy. B12, guarana. So I go down the list of all the things that we can do to put it in there. So Michelle's picking what she wants. So let me tell you just a little bit about it. So first of all, if you live in the United States, pretty much if you're alive today, you're magnesium deficient. It's because of the air. It's because of the water. It's because of our diet. It's because toxins. It's because everything. It's because that we buy clothes from Temu, and then they're soaked in things, phthalates before they send them to us. So what Magnesium, the day cream does for Focus, increases magnesium and vitamin D stores in the body to promote wellness, supports and improves metabolism for energy production, as well as regulates the body's natural circadian rhythm to improve sleep patterns at night, so that you have promoted rested wakefulness during the day, increases energy levels for endurance, nourishes the brain and helps with cognitive performance, contributes to nerve growth to boost brain processes, may help protect against Alzheimer's and other types of dementia, improves concentration, memory, and response time during cognitive masks, combats anemia to help prevent weakness and tiredness, contains natural caffeine, which acts as an herbal stimulant, promotes creation of DNA, the genetic material in all cells, supports blood and nerve health, helps form red blood cells, relieves mild symptoms of depression and anxiety, supports normal homocysteine levels, which can reduce the risk of strokes and heart attacks, may help combat certain types of cancer by improving the efficacy of treatments, may speed recovery of nervous system injuries, has high antioxidant levels to combat inflammation and diabetes, supports bone health, digestive health, dental health, circulatory health, blood sugar, reduces the risk of heart disease. And I've got 3 more pages. That's just the tip of the iceberg. Now, believe it or not, we actually formulated this for some kids that were diagnosed with ADHD. One of those is my grandchildren, who brought his grade point average up to an A and is now being tested for gifted in 90 days.
Wow.
90 days.
Okay. All right. And you're talking about, is your grandchild using this formula?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because I know that we've said that kids, you can use this on children, all of our products.
Kids a year and up.
Yeah. Okay. So just want to make sure everybody understands that. I am seeing the increase. I was telling producer Ron yesterday and today, I'm seeing increased energy, my energy levels, and it's a good one. It's not a jittery energy. I just feel good.
Right.
And so
now it takes a couple of days. Don't do it once. And right, Michelle? So
Yeah.
it didn't work. No, you got it consistent. You didn't get tired overnight. You're not going to get wakeful overnight. It can take up to 2 weeks to completely restore what you need in your system. But most people feel a difference within 48 to 72 hours. And it's
that was about my time frame. You're exactly right. That was right at, and you have to remember too, I would think that it probably matters how much you put on. I wouldn't recommend slathering up the bottom of your feet. But also how much probably somebody weighs. Like I'm probably, a 200-pound man, it may take a day or two more than it takes somebody like me. Okay.
We're going to put it in their belly button. And I don't know when we need to stop and explain things like that, but you've got 73,000 blood vessels directly under and around the belly button that go to every body extremity. And these essential oils, the molecules are small enough to cross the blood-brain barrier. So when you put it in your belly button, it is to every part of your body, including your brain, in 120 seconds, no matter how much you weigh.
Okay. Well, there you go. Now, why would you do that versus doing the, right here or under your feet?
It's just faster. And when you do it here, it doesn't go to your whole body. It'll get into your bloodstream. So for those of you that are concerned that a topical can't do anything, any major good, 80% of what goes on the skin goes in the skin and 60% goes directly to the bloodstream. And, when we started this company, God told me, your best ingredient's only as good as your delivery system. So you got to get it where you need it to go. I'm like, well, God, you're going to have to teach us how to do that. And he's done that. So we can get things exactly where they need to be. But we tell people, if you're putting this on for pain or you're putting this on for whatever, you can put it on the areas you're used to putting it on. But also put it on the bottom of clean feet, which we'll get to in a minute, because the pores on the bottom of your feet are the biggest on your body, and they act like suction cups to pull everything up into the bloodstream. Put things in your belly button because of all those, that's your life extension cord. So of course that's still connected to every cell in your body. And put everything on the back of your neck where your spine starts, your spinal column, and that's going to get to your muscular tissue into the bone marrow where it needs to go.
Okay. People ask all the time, well, how much do I put? And so is this like a pea size?
Well, that just really depends on what you're trying to do. I would say for most people, you would need about a dime size, not thick, just a dime, the size of a dime. And you might want to break that up and put some on. You could just do the bottom of your feet. You can just do your belly button. You can just do the back of your neck. But if you do all three, it's magic.
Okay.
Godly magic.
Yes. I was telling producer Ron this morning, I've been using the Night Boost cream, for a bit now, and I love it. Like I told him, I said this morning, for example, when I woke up, which that was from the first release, but that magnesium boost cream, Night Boost cream, what it does is I put it on the bottoms of my feet after I've taken a bath, and because I'm a bath taker and I take a bath at night. And so I will put it on the bottoms of my feet. And I said, it's kind of like I've had this really deep sleep. I was already sleeping good, but I would wake up, roll over and go back to sleep. And so a couple of times a night. And I said, like last night, I didn't wake up at all. I was sound asleep all night. And it's that I'm actually finding also that I need less sleep. So I'm using that magnesium boost at night. And then I'm doing, this other for the day focus, the magnesium boost day cream. By the way, it has B12 and lion's mane in it. And so it's all good for the brain. Now the next one that we've got is magnesium restless leg. We did this one. It's a cream with white peony and potassium. Here's the thing. This kind of goes back. I have the luxury, is what I'm going to call it, of having worked with my audience and so many people that have written in about ailments and different things that they have struggled with by me doing stuff with the Wave Watch. And so because the Wave Watch, can address a lot of things as well. And so I've learned about people's ailments this way, and restless leg was something that kept coming up and over the last 2 years. And so I definitely wanted this one because I know that there are people, I know it seems very specific ailment, but I wanted to make sure we had something like this for people with restless leg, because it does come up so often for me with my viewers. Eve?
Yeah, well, 20% of Americans suffer from some form of restless leg symptoms at least 5 times per month, but it can affect any age group. Here's another interesting stat. Did you know that restless leg is more common in developed countries than third world countries? I wonder why. Could that be diet, toxins?
Toxins.
Restless leg can range from mildly annoying to severely disruptive. Almost everyone who has restless leg has a magnesium and vitamin D deficiency, which of course this product is full of. But my favorite thing in this product, besides the potassium, because everybody knows to eat a banana if you got restless leg, this is a lot stronger because potassium needs white peony needs potassium. So white peony extract is a all natural neuroprotective, antidepressant, analgesic, and anticonvulsant that has literally been used in thousands of years for involuntary muscle contraction, blood flow, inflammation, anxiety, and rest. So what we do is make sure you get enough enough magnesium with the vitamin D3 and the K2 and the arnica and the other things that are in here, and the 3 tropical butters that are very moisturizing for the skin, and the vitamin C and all of the other humectants that we put in here, the aloe, because we want to reduce the frequency and the severity of the symptoms, improve sleep quality, and decrease leg pain and discomfort. Now, one of the other things that we launched the first time, and we're launching some more in this show, is the fact that a lot of people don't know that if you'll take a salt soak, if you'll do a hot bath with a salt soak, that will help improve it too. Plus, the salt soak has magnesium and vitamin D in it. So this is my mother, who just passed last year. She was 92, bless her heart. She's terrible restless leg. We had not come out with this product at that time. I so wish we had, because it makes the biggest difference in the world when you can sleep all night without kicking your partner.
Okay, it smells good too, by the way. Okay, the next one that we're going to cover is, we actually am releasing this in 2 different scents. And so it's the unscented yogurt probiotic veil. And so it has the jojoba and vitamin E. And then we also have a black raspberry vanilla. Okay, Eve, you were right. It smells amazing, just so everybody knows. And it has
there's a cult of black raspberry vanilla people. I don't know what they do with it. Don't know if I want to know, but they love it. It really is good. I don't even like vanilla, and I love it. I just love it. So we're so used to fake smells that when we get a real one, we're like, what is that?
It smells good.
It's so different because it's real food. We use whole foods in these. But I got to tell you about this. I'm so excited about the product. First of all, I'm a preacher's kid, so I grew up being taken to every hospital, nursing home, funeral, wedding, baby birth, whatever. And so there was always sickness, always. And then COVID hit. My lifelong best friend is a certified raw food nutritionist with a bunch of other letters behind her name. And she works not just on the naturopathic, homeopathic stuff, but she also works with medical doctors, and she teaches them a thing or two. So we knew the benefits of yogurt, but you can't eat enough yogurt to get what you need in your gut, right? Everything begins and ends in the gut. So I was like, how can we do yogurt topically to get enough probiotics in you to make a difference? She's like, oh girl, let me tell you, you can do more than that. You want to make it a glove? And I'm like, explain. What do you mean glove? She's like, you want to put something that the skin needs. You want to it's like the skin is starving all the time because we don't give it what it needs. You want to give it all the nutrition it needs so it's full, slap full. You want to moisturize it. You want to hydrate it. Those 2 different things. Most people don't know that's 2 different things. Hydration is water. Moisture is oil. Your body makes both. You need both. This product does both. But here's the beauty of it. When you put it on, it's a very rich, almost decadent feeling. It's light, but when you put it on, it stays on, and it stays on even if you wash your hands. It stays on if you wash your hands twice. It stays on if you wash your hands 3 times. You can still feel it. It's like a face, hand, and body glove that puts a layer of protection between you and everything that's not you. So it used to be that when my grandkids came to the factory after school, we were always getting sick. Not anymore. So we were ready when COVID hit. God had us in the sweet spot. We didn't even know it. So, doctors, nurses, hospitals were begging us for this. And now the only way to get it off quickly, and you won't know this, it doesn't bother you, it feels amazing. So please don't misunderstand what I'm saying, is to take it off with alcohol. So if you're using a lot of hand sanitizer, you're going to take it off. And when you do that, you get micro tears. You also didn't have to wash your hands a lot. My daughter-in-law worked at a pharmacy, and so she always had bloody
Dry.
hands. They were split. They were dry between her fingers. She puts this on. She can wash her hands. It's still there. And people that getting sick, I can't say that we never get sick. I can tell you we almost never get sick. I've been sick one time, severe, and she knows about this in maybe 3 years. It's crazy, and it feels great. And not only that, it does so much more for the body. So it gives you a prebiotic, it gives you a probiotic. It works on your gut health, it works on your flora, it works on your pH, it works on wrinkles, it works on sagging skin, it works on skin that's dull, dry, dehydrated. Now, I'm not saying if you put this on and you go to the hospital and you kiss somebody with a staph infection, you won't get staph infection. I'm saying this gives you a real good chance, though. And it's amazing. People were putting it on underneath their mask when we had to wear masks that we all know don't work now. And they were breaking out, and it was healing them. It's just an amazing product.
How much does somebody use? Is it about a dime size as well?
Whatever you use as a lotion or a body butter.
Oh, okay. Because you can put it all over.
Yeah.
And then how long does it
on any exposed skin?
Okay. So
face. This is fine for your face.
Okay, so Rules PW says, so the yogurt probiotic veil will help your gut. Everyone tells you gut issues show up in your skin, but they don't tell you what to do for it. And that is so true, Rules PW. It does show up in your skin. Not only do you
want to rub it on the dry places, where do you want to put it? In the belly button.
Okay, so put it in your belly button. Who knew the belly button was so important? Okay, that makes sense because we had the umbilical cord and all that just makes sense. Okay, GL Star says, can you use magnesium day cream if you're already taking a magnesium supplement?
Yes, because if you're taking it orally, at best, let's just assume that you're getting a real one. Let's just assume it. You're probably not. You're only going to get 7 to 10% of usefulness out of it, and it's going to give you a laxative effect. At some point, it's going to give you a laxative effect. When you put something on topically, you're going to get at least 60% use of it. And it's real magnesium. It's not fake magnesium. These are plant-based products.
Okay. All right. The next thing is Christ Believer. You're going to have to tell me which one, honey. You said, will that bother people with homeochromatosis?
No, she makes too much iron. No, it won't bother her at all.
But I'm not sure which product she was talking about. It may have been one of the.
Talking about the day cream.
Oh, okay. The Focus one, the Focus blend. Okay, it's just my body.
It's what you're taking is not real iron.
Okay. All right, got it. Also, VL4 Jesus says, I love the lip scrub. My lips have been peeling for a long time. First use of the lip scrub, it was almost gone. I told you, moisturizing, I'm telling y'all it works. I use it at least twice a day for maintenance. Thank you. Okay. Well, that's good to know that you could do it in the morning, at night. That makes sense. I just wouldn't do it like 3 times before noon, and I'm sure you're not doing that. All right. So the next one we're going to talk about is the testosterone boost. So remember we did the wild yam at the first release when that was for the ladies. Well, I told you guys I was going to be taking care of you men. And so, or is it the women that I'm talking to that buys the stuff for their husbands? That's really probably how it goes. But this is unscented. And then we have another smell as well, but I just don't have it with me.
It's unscented. The other one is unscented.
There's unscented, but there's another testosterone that we did.
I'm sorry. I thought you were still talking about the yogurt. My bad.
Yeah, I'll look it up while you talk about what it does.
Rustic Man and unscented.
Okay, that's right. The testosterone. So remember we were talking about how good the deodorant and Rustic Man smells? Well, we came out with it in the testosterone cream as well. And so if you like Rustic Man, I have stayed consistent with that for you. And we have added that to a number of things. Let's talk about the testosterone cream. Is this only for men or women that need some testosterone?
Well, let me get to that one. It's for men, but I got to tell you a story about a nurse that I just got last week. Before we do that, this is the notes on the yogurt that I didn't tell you about.
You know what everybody's going to say?
Ingredient and what it does. But we'll get to that in future shows. Testosterone, yes, it's for men. However, I had a nurse tell me last week that she'd been having hip pain for a long time. And so she went and got some really definitive blood work done and found out their testosterone was low. So she got some of the testosterone and started using it. She said 3 days later, she had 0 hip pain. and she's been using it ever since. So if you are low in testosterone, ladies, you can use it, but it's made for men. Now, before you look at the clock and tell me, this one has over 100 things the testosterone does.
For men.
100 things. So if you'll let me, I'll just go down a list of what I think might be the most important.
Yeah.
So on any given day in the U.S., approximately 40% of the men over 39 and over 70% of men over the age of 69 are affected by erectile dysfunction. Now, that ought to be enough emphasis right there. However, men, women, testosterone has everything to do with energy, with mood, with strength, with sleep, with hair growth. Is your man losing hair? Here you go. So let's just talk about a few of the things testosterone does. And as you, just like you know, in the United States, we're completely devoid. Women make testosterone too, completely devoid because of our diet. So natural antibiotic, aphrodisiac, athletic performance booster, aids digestion, boosts energy, strength, calms frustration, calms sensitive skin, combats acne, combats constipation, diarrhea, fatigue, fine lines and wrinkles, fungal infection, high blood sugar, high cholesterol, hyperglycemia, hypertension, hyperlipidemia, inflation, restless sleep, intestinal parasites, midlife crisis issues, osteoporosis. This goes on for 4 pages. 4 pages of what it's been proven to do. Supports bone density, supports adrenal health. If your man, if his cortisol won't turn off and he's always in fight or flight, premature aging, hair loss, photo damage, bone loss, sperm cell count, skin oxidation problems, brain and mental health issues, cardiovascular issues, high blood pressure, carotid artery health, nail health, immune system, prostate health, respiratory health, skin mental strength, testicular function, thyroid health. It just goes on and on and on. Now, here's the beauty. You can do, I'm just going to say, I'm just going to be real. You can do fake testosterone or you can do God-given testosterone. You can do plant-based or you can do prescribed. I'm not telling you not to do prescribed. I'm not telling you, I'm not a doctor. I do not give medical advice. I'm telling you, my family does plant-based.
Yeah. All right. That's fantastic. All right. And it comes in 2 different scents. It's unscented and then also rustic man.
Also, your man's feet smell better if you have that going on. Yes, take it to your house.
Okay. So the next one is the VJ Yoni cream. Now I don't have that because I've shipped it off to my friend who actually was the one that told me about vaginal drying. So yes, ladies, we're going there. And
Yes,
so
we are so going there. Christians have vaginas too. Right?
my
We have
gosh.
vaginas too. Truthers have vaginas too. So
Okay.
it's a vaginal moisturizer. It's a vulva balm cream. And we'll go into detail on where it can and can't go. So if you get embarrassed easily, which I don't, as I told you, I'm a preacher's kid, you might want to skip the next few minutes and come back. So it's for intimate skincare, menopause support. It relieves dryness, itching, burning, redness, chafing, odor, irritation, bumps from shaving, ingrown hairs, pH balance. It's a multi-purpose, all-natural vulval cream and feminine care product that does all of those things to rejuvenate dry skin. And when you get older, I'm just going to tell you, ladies, you get older, your skin thins and it can tear from wiping, from, intimate relations with your spouse, all of those things. This stuff is the bomb. And I'm just going to say this. There's a lot of people my age from the hippie movement that go all natural and they don't believe in underwear because we get underwear lines. If we walk away, nobody likes that, right? And in Georgia, it's too hot to wear the full pantyhose all the time. So whether you wear the right kind of underwear, which is cotton, or the pretty frilly underwear, or none at all, this is going to also help protect you from the phthalates that are on the clothing you are now buying. So all of those issues, history, where can you put it? Anywhere on the outside. It can go anywhere on your body. It'll even moisturize men, and it will not do anything to them. It's very much a moisturizer. The other thing, it can go, if you open the lips, it can go on the inside of your lips. We just ask you not to put it up the canal. Will it hurt you if you put it up the canal? Not at all. It's just not necessary. Everything you want to do is either on the outer lips or the inner lips, but not in the canal. That's it. It's as simple as that.
Okay.
It's not greasy. It's not going to get all over your clothes. Your skin just drinks it up. You will thank me later.
All right. So I have a friend who happened to be the one that told me about as women get older, they start to experience that. She was having that. And so I've sent it off to her. She's received it. She's already using it. I think she got a day before yesterday or so. So she's using it and going to let me know about and report back as to what she's experiencing and all of that. So we'll talk more in the future
and
about what she experienced as well.
I can't give medical advice, so that I can't tell you that if your pH is correct, you will have less UTIs. But if your pH is correct, you'll have less UTIs.
And this helps with the pH.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I want to let everybody know, going back to what we had that question earlier about bar soaps and can it go everywhere? We are coming out in the next release. It's already slated. Done deal. It's coming. A bar of soap. Because I asked Eve, I'm like, well, why do you need a bar of soap for that? And so, anyways.
Because there are very specific things we need it to do.
Yeah.
And it's a lovely bar soap. It's made with cucumber and colloidal oatmeal and honey and wonderful things.
All the good healing. Yeah. All right. So Kazadu says, will the black raspberry yogurt probiotic work good for chafing between the girls? I have been having issues in this region.
Get the VJ balm or the VJ cream first. And yes, it will, but get the unscented one.
Okay. All right. GL Star asks, can you use magnesium day cream if you're already taking magnesium supplements?
One has nothing to do with the other, because like we already talked about, if you're taking an oral supplement, at best, you're getting 10%.
GL Star is asking, what kind of magnesium do you use? Citrate?
Chloride.
What'd you say?
Chloride. And then we infuse it with the right kind of vitamin D and K2 so that it's always 100% bioavailable to the body.
Yeah. All right. She was saying that the citrate gives her bad stools. KM Sunshine said, wow.
We would never, ever.
Yeah. KM Sunshine 1974 said, wow, we are really learning a lot from you all. I really appreciate these Godly Granny live shows. God's B 61 says, I hear vanilla extract keeps mosquitoes from biting you.
Now, I did not know that. Well, can I tell them about the? I can't tell you about something that's been launched yet, but anyway, it wouldn't surprise me because they don't like anything that's real. But it depends on if it's real vanilla extract, and we'll get into that too, because there's a lot of fake vanilla extract. There's fake honey, there's fake everything, and we're going to learn how to identify these things.
Kazadu 77, women can take the testosterone, especially for hormonal imbalance, and I have been prescribed it for before. Oh yeah, absolutely.
I will give you a warning if you're taking it by mouth. I don't know your age and I don't know your situation, but generally, if you take it by mouth, it will make you grow facial hair at some point where you don't want it. Yeah.
All right. So the next one we're going to talk about is the anti-itch balm. Did I tell you what my husband said about this, Eve, yesterday?
Yeah, it again.
Okay. So I didn't know if I'd told you, but I was going to tell the viewers anyway. So my husband he thinks he got bit by something a few months ago, and he's had a lot of itching. He says he saw like a red line. And so whatever has been going on started this whole itching thing. He said he never had a rash. He never had anything like that. It was just like he got bit and it did something. So anyways, and so he has been struggling with this itching. It's been going on for a few months. And so anyways, he said he said to me yesterday, well, I was going to wait a few more days, but I've got to tell you something about that anti-itch balm you gave me. And I said, okay, well, what is it? And he said, well, he says, this, I can't explain it. This isn't how my husband speaks either. So it's amazing. He goes, all I can say is that the moment that I put it on my skin, I knew I was healed. He said, I did a sloppy job though. And he said, and honestly, I think I missed a spot of it. And he said, and that was exactly where it was itching me the day before. And he had forgotten, he didn't put it on that morning. And he said, I've only used it one time. And he said, and the only place that itches is the spot I missed. He said, so I'm going to continue on through the weekend. We agreed, yes, you do this, you do it when we get home, you do it tomorrow, which is today. And then over the weekend, and let's see what you think. And so anyways, but he just said, I can't explain it. All I know is that as soon as it hit my skin, I knew I was healed. Okay, Eve, you
It's
look like you
pure
know
chia
why.
seed oil. It's pure chia seed oil. I mean, it's got some other wonderful things in it to make it go where it's supposed to go.
Yeah.
Again, very moisturizing and hydrating for the skin, both oil and water. The nice thing about these products is they not only moisturize you when you put them on, the type of humectants continues drawing moisture from the atmosphere for up to 12 hours, keeping you, and it also stops transdermal moisture loss, especially if you're a heavy sweater. What I love about the chia seed, my mother was like Captain Hook. And we found out later that most people who have bad itching problems, if it's not an allergy, they really need a good liver detox. A lot of people don't know that. So even if, we sell this, the doctors that are taking care of people who are in the last stages of liver disease do this. Alcoholics do this. It just works. It flips a switch. I don't know how God made it do that, but it flips a switch. Not only that, it is good for bug bites, but it's good for any allergy. And if you've got rosacea and you get the unscented one and you put it on the face, it'll take the redness and the heat out. It just curbs inflammation. And I promise you, this is one of those instant things. Within 2 minutes, you should have relief.
That's amazing. That's what he said. He goes, I don't know how to explain it to you. And he goes, and he said, it's my own fault that I itch at all any. And he said, it's because I didn't put it on that. So that was amazing. Okay, we're going to move on. The next one is, okay.
I'm sorry we're going so fast. We've got a lot to cover. I knew we were just going to be throwing this at you.
No, it's perfect. Anti-itch, the Canaan Colombian coffee balm. Now, earlier in the show, we were reading the reviews about the coffee scrub. And yes, this is part of that line that we're continuing with. It's got the same color on the label, the coffee brown color, and it smells like the scrub, but it's a balm, and I love it. Okay, so Dawn, share about.
Now, when you open some of these products, they may have a little tint to them. Nothing is colored. This is just the color of coffee. When you open things that have green tea in it, sometimes there's a little bit of a green tea tint or a little yellow tint. We don't put dyes or anything in it, so don't worry about that. It's just the natural whole foods that we put in there. This one is lovely. Now, I'm not much of a coffee drinker. I'll do it once in a while. I'm a tea drinker. I'm a sweet tea fiend. Actually, I would mainline it if I could. But this smells amazing. This is pure Colombian coffee, which means pure God-given skin energy in natural caffeine. You talk about decadent. These are the benefits at a glance: anti-aging, antioxidant, antimicrobial, acne buster, brightens, tightens, tones, cellulite buster, increases collagen production, provides deep hydration, and fights off free radicals to help reduce the signs of aging, detoxifies, smooths fine lines and wrinkles, reduces eye puffiness and dark circles, which I used to have. Calms redness, slows premature aging, shrinks pore size, eases light soreness in joints and muscles. It's not just for beauty. Moisturizes stretch marks, diminishes the look of varicose veins, stimulates blood and oxygen flow directly under the skin surface to help in wound healing, reduces scarring, yes, even old scars, creates healthier skin cell reproduction and the fading of bruises. You could call this bruise juice. You seriously could. Provides relief for bruisal itching, reduces excess sebum to combat oily and acneic skin, adds a protective layer to skin, making it harder for harmful bacteria to cause infections, combats inflammation caused by too much sun. Not that I think you can get too much sun, and other sources, repairs cracks in the skin's outer layer, is an aromatherapy, mood lifter, and much more. Now, why would I have a product that was a mood lifter, that also busted cellulite, that also worked on acne, that also moisturizes, that got rid of dark circles? Because when you give your body food, when you give it nutritionally what it needs in the cell matrix on a molecular level, it knows what to do with that to heal itself. Plus, I know what this last year's been like in the economy. When Godly Granny brings you a product, we don't want it to do one thing. We want it to do a dozen things so that you are really getting your money's worth out of it. Plus, all of it is heavily concentrated. And you'll see that when you get the jar and open. You've never seen anything so wonderfully whipped and thick in your life. It's amazing. I love. This is my daughter's favorite product, by the way.
Is it? All right. I love it. And I love the scrub. And so we know so many people love the body scrub, the face and body scrub. So we're going to love this as well.
And men can use
and
it in their beard, their mustache. You can use it as a hair pomade. It's a cuticle oil. It's all of that. Head to toe.
And I really like a balm, and so this is a balm. And so
It's
I
an
just want to,
herbal salve consistency.
yeah, it's amazing. All right. The next one is, everybody knows I love the bath bombs. And of course we added, it's just like the deodorants and the lip scrubs and the lip masks. We're just adding a new kind. And so one of the things that I've heard from many people, and I've shared also, that we here at Godly Granny are going to be really good at making sure that people with psoriasis, eczema, and rosacea get taken care of as well, or what some people would say they have sensitive skin. So we're going through a lot of details to make sure that you all are getting taken care of. The next product is called the Allergy, Cold, and Sinus Bath Bomb. And so this is another thing, another line that we're staying kind of along that line. When I got sick back in January, I kept thinking, I really wish that bath bomb was ready. And so, because I knew it was coming in this next one. And so it's here. And so now's the time. And so this smells amazing. I would recommend, if you could, maybe keep a couple of these on hand. So if you get sick, and by the way, I want to remind everybody that I recommend cutting them in half. And so, because remember, a little bit goes a long way.
Very
Yeah.
large.
Yeah, these are 8 ounces. And so you'll still have a 4 ounce. And I fill my tub, pretty good size, not high, but I do. And I can't tell the difference. You're not missing anything. And so do that. Cut them in half. And that way you can get 2 baths out of your bath bombs. Okay. And so, okay, Eve, talk a little bit about this. This also has magnesium and vitamin D3 in it. And it's the eucalyptus. This was something that, by the way, was just a conversation that Eve and I had back in January. Do you remember that? And we were talking about the bath bombs. And I said, I like it when bath bombs have something in it. And, you said, well, do you like eucalyptus? And we talked about that. And so they sent me a sample. I tried it I had my husband cut it in half, and I tried it 2 nights in a row. The second night, my husband got in and he loved it. And so there are little pieces, you can see it's speckled, and there are little pieces of eucalyptus in here. It's not going to clog your drain or anything like that, but this is absolutely amazing. And so will you, Eve, share a little bit about it?
I will. And I don't know about you, but 'tis the sneeze. And I feel like I live in the pollen capital of the world. So there's not a time when this is not needed. Whether we're in the newest pandemic or the newest pretend monkey, horse, cow virus, whatever it is going on, this is needed. And then I get tickled and say, well, you can't do anything with a bath bomb. Oh, can I? Remember, whatever goes on the skin, 80% goes, 80% of what goes on the skin goes in the skin, 60% gets in the bloodstream, unless you're in a hot tub of water. What happens when you're in a hot tub of water? All of your pores open, all of them. And they go, come on in, the weather's fine, right? So, and this is what happens when we do that. So this product is it's the first cousin to the Allergy, Cold, and Sinus Balm, which as of last week was your best product, right? Most popular product?
Yes, I think so. I think it's the #1 selling product.
So this is its cousin, right? It's redheaded step cousin.
Yep.
So
Yep.
let the vaporizing begin. Your pores are open and receptive. You're in warm water. Now, the natural botanicals and tropical oils, all with naturally occurring vitamins and minerals, and this not scented. I've yet to see another allergy, cold, and sinus, anything that wasn't scented with a fragrance. This is eucalyptus globulus essential oil, period, because that's what you need. Now, there's some bronchial dilators, there's some cough suppressants, there's some stuff for sore throat in there as well. But the main thing we've got to do is get you breathing better. And we've got to put some magnesium and vitamin D in it. We've got to make sure that the aches are getting better. And most people don't know that a hot bath can even tame a fever. Everybody takes a cold bath, and that's true. You don't want to completely get rid of a fever. A fever has a job to do to get rid of what ails you. So if you have a fever and you get into a hot bath, as long as it is not a ridiculous fever, this is going to start stemming the tide in your favor. And of course, this has full organic eucalyptus plant pieces in it that will steep just like a tea bag while you're in there. And she's right, it won't clog anything. So this is going to fight germs, help you breathe better, rest better, ease aches. It's going to help alleviate and detox you from typical product toxins. I mean, all you got to do is lean back, drop a bomb in there, and stay as long as you can.
So I just want everybody to know this was created with love, and it is part of the allergy, cold, and sinus and so line that we have. So we had the
won't stay
balm.
in the tub, your towel, and when you get out, you're going to feel like you put a very light, dry oil on your body from head to toe. And yes, almost all of the products are head to toe, scalp, everything. So you can go underwater with this and be perfectly fine.
All right. So on that note, SL Rawlings 59 says, could you use the anti-itch cream on your scalp?
Oh, absolutely. That's where a lot of people have dermatitis on their scalp.
Yeah.
It's good for your hair even. Now, if you've got very thin hair like me, you might have fun washing it out. But, there are whole segments of the population that leave it in full time, and men leave it in.
All right. Rules PW says, Michelle, how does your hubby cut the bombs in half? He uses a knife and just cuts them in half, honey. And then what I'll do, I've got a glass jar with one of those wooden lids that I sit on my vanity now, the nice one. And I just pull up that wooden lid and put the other half in there. And so, and keep it for the next night or two later. I also want to say, so I don't know a lot about this, Dawn. Eve. So to help me understand, so I don't know why. I guess I just have sensitive skin, but in the past, I've used bubble baths or bath bombs and had irritation. And so I don't know what's in those, but I've taken quite a few salt baths and quite a few of these bath bombs. And I can tell you.
It had sulfate, fragrance, and dye. Those are the three things.
Okay.
And those are no-nos.
Yeah. And see, I'm not having any problems. I can take a bath every night with a bath bomb and I'm not having any issues.
You can put your little girls in these constantly and they will not get UTIs.
All right. So Taco Ride says, can you get too much D3 and K2?
Well, it depends. I'm not sure how you're taking it. So if you're taking something like blackstrap molasses or you can certainly get some digestive issues. It really depends on what you're taking it, how much you weigh, your lifestyle. I don't have to know a little bit more than that. I don't mind answering a question if you want to submit a full question with some details to Michelle.
Yeah. All right. The next one is a pain relief bath bomb. And again, this goes back to, I hear a lot from you guys talking about how much pain you deal with from one reason or another. And so this also has magnesium and D3, and it has arnica and turmeric in it as well. So Eve, why don't you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. So everybody's got pain, right? And so we know the segment of the community that needs help with that. And now, first of all, let's talk about the size of these bath bombs. When I see somebody market a big bath bomb, I laugh because they're 4.5 ounces. They think that's a big bath bomb. Ours are 8, and they're probably a little bit more than that, because we want to make sure that my bathtub, because I take a bath in the morning and a bath at night. You're not going to catch me standing in the shower. I love a bath. And I have a huge one. I'm not a small girl, and I would have a huge one anyway. And this is what I want. So I want a bath bomb that I don't care if it's a swimming pool. I want to feel it when I get out, right? I don't want to have a bath bomb that doesn't work. So, and especially pain relief. Now, I'm not saying that there is, but I have never seen another bath bomb with magnesium, vitamin D3, K2, arnica, and turmeric. And I mean real arnica montana, not that Mexican arnica stuff, and turmeric with real curcumin in it. That's food-based, that's plant-based. So let me tell you about that. So I call these stealth health bath bombs because you're getting a surprise. You don't know that you're going to get some healing from something that you wouldn't expect. There are no counter irritants. It's got magnesium, vitamin D3 to desensitize pain and soothe inflammation, as well as discomfort, even from arthritis, neuropathy, neuralgia, fibromyalgia, musculoskeletal issues, knee, back, shoulder, elbow, wrist, muscle sprain and strain, and so much more. But not only does that, from relief from stress, anxiety, restlessness, and agitation, to better quality sleep because of stimulation of your natural melatonin, recovery from overexertion, ease of movement, combating muscle spasms and restless leg syndrome, easing headaches and migraines, regulating the central nervous system to help stop the overproduction of cortisol, which is fight or flight, to the natural release of endorphins, serotonin, and GABA, for uplifted mood and feelings of well-being. So,
I just wish it did a few things.
Right? So it's, sometimes they don't make enough Prozac, but they do make enough bath bombs.
All right. So Mary the Squirrel, I love that username, by the way. Mary The squirrel says, I don't have a tub. Could I cut the bath bomb and use it in a foot bath for my feet? Absolutely.
And there are people that can't even do that. They live alone. They can't bend over and do that. So you can cut pieces of it off and put it in the corner of your shower, not where the water will hit it directly, but where the water will pool around it. And you can still breathe in all of the natural healing botanicals and the essential oils. And essential oils in this one are clove, wintergreen, helichrysum, and peppermint. Because those also do something really good for the body.
That's amazing. All right. The next one is just like what I was saying about the lip scrubs and the lip masks and the deodorants. We add new, scents or flavors. Well, it's the same thing. I love a great bath salt soak. Y'all know that. I talked about it when we did the first one last time, which was lavender. Again, going back to taking care of the people with psoriasis, eczema, and rosacea, and just sensitive skin all the way around. We've come out with this time the bath salt soak is and it's always going to be unscented. So, because that's what they need when they have sensitive skin. And so that's what we took care of this time for you guys. I want to remind everybody, this is 12 ounces. This is a pretty good size jar. And I want to remind you that you go by the directions on the back. It takes 1/4 of a cup. And so this is 4 baths in this one container. All
now,
right.
it's a lot more than that if you use it as a foot bath. So some people, do use it as a foot bath. Not everybody's got a bathtub.
That's right. That's right.
So let me tell you a little bit about that. Now, this goes along. She's already launched the bath salt soak. If I'm not mistaken, you got the stress relief in lavender, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So this
That
is
was
the
the
second
first time.
one.
Yes.
So all of the benefits of a traditional bath salt soak: remineralization from the outside in, detoxifying, relaxation, better sleep, blood pressure, stress, anxiety, body aches, lowered cortisol, production of feel-good natural body chemicals, increase in magnesium stores in the body. Bath salts also relax tense muscles and reduce aches and pains. And more studies are emerging that show that salt baths can boost immunity through helping to replenish electrolytes. This is new. This is new studies. Aiding cellular function and establishing body system balance. That would be vertigo. Salt soaks are being studied for bolstering things such as cardiovascular health, circulation, and even regulating blood sugar levels, partly due to the magnesium, partly due to soothing aches and pains, and partly due to relaxing you and helping to regulate your temperature before bed. Bath salt benefits extend to helping you sleep. So
there you go. Rules PW.
This is safe no matter how sensitive your skin is.
All right. Will it? And so it's going to help not cause problems, but it's also going to help bring all that healing. And so you have so much with people that have that sensitive skin, who have the rosacea, the eczema, they need some help. And this is good, clean help.
Most people don't know that salt actually absorbs moisture. So while you're sitting in that, you're absorbing a lot of moisture. Most people think, well, salt's going to make me dry. No, it will not. And in addition to that, we put moisturizing botanicals in there to help.
Rules PW said, I love the sea salt for the bath. And so now we've got a new one.
And that's organic dead sea salt. That's the real deal.
Yeah. Freya says, Michelle, my wife ordered me the charcoal soap for dry skin. I'm happy to report that this product is wonderful. No dry or itchy skin this winter. Thank you. Love your podcast. Please, Freya, I love hearing from you. Please make sure that you leave a review on godlygranny.com. Go to that particular product, scroll down past the description and how to use it and all that. And at the bottom, you'll see that you'll be able to leave a review for it. Okay, honey?
Do we have time to talk about how other bar soaps are made and why these are so different?
Sure.
So if you missed the first podcast about this, 99.9% of commercial soap is made in China, right? So, and it comes in these big blocks, huge blocks, like the size of a room block, bigger than a refrigerator block. And they fire up a cauldron and they throw it in there and they burn it to get it to melt. When the block comes in, it's got glycerin in it, which is the only thing in commercial soap that's good for you, the only thing. And what does not get burned out, because the fire is so hot, we're a slow melt factory, that doesn't happen with us. The glycerin separates because oil and water separates. They skim it off the top, let it cool, put it in boxes, and they sell it for gobs of money to makeup companies. But our wonderful, illustrious FDA and NIH says, well, you can't get all the glycerin out no matter what you do by skimming it off the top. So we're going to let them leave it in the ingredient deck. Now, that is just sorry, in my opinion. And again, it removes anything that was good for you. So when you're using a commercial bar soap, I don't care whose it is, if you're not using handmade, homemade bar soap, you are stripping your skin of very, very valuable oil, which is why you get out feeling itchy and tight and dry. All of Godly Granny soaps are lotion bar soaps. What does that mean? It means it's going to gently cleanse, it's going to gently detox, and it's going to have a humectant that pulls moisture into your skin and seals it there and keeps pulling for up to 12 hours to stop transdermal moisture loss. If you've never used a homemade soap, you don't know what I'm talking about. So if you've never done it, do. And if you haven't done it in a long time, get Godly Granny's, because she puts vitamins in them and minerals in them and amazing things in them.
Yep. Make sure you get plenty for your money. All right. The next thing is a superfood scrub. And so we have 2 of those, and we came out with unscented, and then we also came out with blood orange. And so let's see, the unscented collagen and acai stem cells. And then, am I saying that right? Is it acai?
Acai.
Acai, yeah. I thought it was wrong. And so that's in both of those. And so one of them is an unscented and one is the blood orange. So talk about those. Talk about that.
There's a funny story here. So
Again, I just want to reiterate, we do unscented in almost everything because of those that have psoriasis, eczema, rosacea, sensitive skin, think you're sensitive to smells. Eve knows, I'm always like, well, I want unscented. Do you have unscented? What about that? We are always doing unscented because of that situation. So just want to point that out. That's why you keep seeing it.
Is so underrepresented. And most people don't know that if you've got eczema, psoriasis, rosacea, scent is not your friend. And it's very difficult to find products that are unscented, from shampoo to laundry detergent to all of that. So we want to make sure, because not only can it cause it, it can exacerbate what you've already got. But when you start using these products, you're going to start healing. And you're going to find fewer and fewer outbreaks, and the outbreaks you have won't last as long. Now, if you use this and then you go spray perfume, I can't do a whole lot for you. They're going to kind of, even themselves out. So just be aware, anything unscented, and she's going to take care of you. She's not going to offer it. She's going to make sure when it's all said and done down the road that there's nothing you can get from Godly Granny that's not going to have a component for eczema, psoriasis, rosacea, keratosis pilaris, dermatitis. I don't care what you want to call it. All of that falls under the same heading, and it all needs unscented product.
And so I'm taking care of that. It's very important to me to take care of those. I've had too many men and women write to me and tell me how sensitive they are to smells, or having the skin issues. And I've talked about that before, that I have family members on my mother's side of the family. I have a son who has has eczema. I had to deal with rosacea for about 1.5 years before I found black seed oil. So this is a big deal. We're going to make sure that we stay the course with making sure that people have these things. Why don't you tell us a little bit about, superfood sounds amazing, right?
Well,
and so we have this
amazing. The only thing stronger than acai is acerola cherry, and acerola cherry doesn't go in everything. Acai doesn't go in everything. So I got to tell you a funny story. So when we first started formulating, I'm not giving my age away, way back, and I first started hearing about stem cells, I thought all stem cells came from babies. And I'm like, so somebody huge called me and goes, we want stem cell products. And I said, I don't care who you are. Absolutely not. And they're like, Eve, it's from fruit. Now, fast forward a really long time, and we love acai stem cell extract. And just like magnesium marries well with vitamin D and K2, acai, which is the second strongest vitamin C on the planet that's food-based, that's all natural, it works best with collagen. And collagen is what every single cell in the body is made from. Your hair, your skin, your organs, your bones, your muscle, your tissue, your tendon, your sinew, your nails, everything is made of collagen. And the older we get, the less we make. And our diets eat that up. So what we've done is we've put that in a very, very gentle face, body, and scalp scrub. Yes, you can use this in your scalp. And so our gentle superfood face and body scrub with acai stem cell extract, which is vitamin C and collagen, is the softest formula for sensitive skin we have ever made. Working as a moisturizer and exfoliator, you can apply our treatment from head to toe. Packed with essential oils and rich in antioxidants, our superfood scrub will help restore soft, smooth, and radiant skin. Infused with skin-loving botanicals, this nourishing exfoliator provides lasting day and night protection by boosting natural collagen production and increasing skin cell longevity. So if you've got a lack of collagen, you've got dull skin, sagging skin, wrinkles. Acai is anti-aging. It's an antioxidant. It's anti-inflammatory. Again, I have pages and pages on this. And this is a spa quality scrub. This is what you'd go and pay $40 to have done, somewhere. And you can do this at home.
Yeah. Yeah. And I love the scrub. It's so fine. Smells amazing on the blood orange. It smells amazing.
I got tickled. She asked me today, she goes, why is it called blood orange? And I knew where she's going. You're Christians. You got to watch everything, right? We pray over our products and we pray over our customers and we pray over their customers and customers. And I'm like, sweetie, that's a fruit. That's an actual fruit. So when you look it up and you find all of the amazing things blood orange does in addition to what's already in here, and it also gives it a very light citrus orange smell that's just so good. It just makes you happy.
It is. It's very light. It's very light, but it's great. It smells great. All right. So one thing I wanted to do next is we're coming out with our skincare line. So two things that we did with this release is we took care of men on some, the rustic man. We released that smell, coming out with some things you're getting ready to see specifically geared toward men as well. And then also we came out with our first skincare line, and this is called Blue Green Algae. It's a remineralizing. And so a line, it's something that is good for mature skin and sensitive skin. And so we're going to be doing, just so that you know, next time we're coming out with another. So release number 3, this is number 2 today. Release number 3 is going to have another skin line, and it's going to be for acne prone skin, but this is for your mature skin and sensitive skin. Now, then I want to go on ahead, Eve, and show my graphic here. So this is how to layer your skincare. This is a very frequently asked question. This information is now going to be on the website as like a carousel. So if you go to, let's say, the face wash, you're going to see the image of the face wash, but you're also going to see that you can swipe. And when you swipe, this is going to be on all those for you. Okay. And so that way, don't worry about writing all this down. If you need it, it's going to be on the website for you. In fact, I bet it's already there. So, okay. So again, if you go to a product that's a face wash, a face mask, a toner, a serum, a cream, or a skin oil, you're going to see this in the images. Okay. And so this is probably one of the biggest questions that we've had is, what order do I use this in or that in? So the first one is your wash. You want to wash. Well, we've got the Blue Green Algae Remineralizing Glycerin Bar Soap with cucumber and aloe. And we did a second soap because remember what I said, I'm always going to take care of my people with sensitive skin. And so if you've got sensitive skin and you want to make sure that it is unscented, that's what you've got. But then also we've got sea minerals. And so you've got that. And is that going to smell like the deodorant sea minerals?
Mm-hmm. Very fresh, oceany smell. Mm-hmm.
Spa. It smells like the spa, what I would say. Producer Ron says, yes, already on the website on these products. So if you pull up the glycerin soaps, you're going to see this image. If you pull up, the next step is your mask. And so we've got the Blue Green Algae Remineralizing Face Wash. Now, when we were looking at naming this product and I was speaking with Eve about it, I said, well, is this moisturizing? And she goes, gosh, it's just so hard to give one word to it and describe it. And so, Eve, if you'll please talk about what the skin line does.
Sure.
And why is it remineralizing?
Sea mineral is a really big deal. I think people are really beginning to understand that the best way to remineralize is from sea minerals. So some people prefer bar soaps. Some people prefer liquid face wash. So we did both. So you've got 2 bar soaps. You've got one unscented and one scented in the sea mineral essential oil blend. Then you've got a regular face wash like most people are used to that comes in a bottle with a pump. It deeply cleanses while remineralizing the skin with niacin, which is B12, magnesium, calcium, and folate. Is packed with skin-loving nutrients such as vitamins A, B2, B6, B12, C, E, and K. It moisturizes and hydrates, calms and smooths skin texture, is an anti-inflammatory which reduces swelling and helps eliminate bacteria, promotes wound healing, especially if you've got acne. It helps prevent premature cell death, stimulates cell growth and repair, reduces scarring of blemishes and burns or waxing or shaving, helps even out hyperpigmentation and fade dark spots, calms skin irritation and infections, slows the production of inflammatory cells, which help with chronic skin condition, great for teens with blackheads, helps prevent future breakouts, increases collagen production, repairs sun damage, slows the aging process, tightens pores, improves elasticity. I could go on and on, but I have 2 hours for the show.
Yes.
She needs to write a book on her products. But what you need to understand is that you're really, she's got a Let There Be Collagen serum, a standalone, and she's got a retinol serum and cream, which are amazing. Those are not for everybody. This is for everybody. Men love this line. It has no smell to it, just the smell of the ingredients. It's our best seller, and we have tons of products. So all I'm telling you is that if you've never had a beauty regimen, or you've never understood the importance of one, not only can I make you look some younger if you listen to me, but what I can really do is slow how much you age from the day you start being consistent with what you do forward. Now, this is where I get camp meeting on you. So I've never had Botox. I don't think there's anything wrong with Botox. I just don't want to put botulism in my body. If you want to do that, that's great. I was born with these gels in utero because both my grandmothers had them. But if you will look, I have very few lines on my forehead. Now, I do have them if I do like that and then let go. They don't go away right away. And because I can do that, I'm not on Botox. But I don't have a single eye wrinkle. I'm about to be 63. And I only use our products. And I've only been using them for about 9 years because I was taking care of my parent and I was not taking care of me. But once I really understood the value of giving my skin nutrition on the cellular level, I began to get it. And a full routine only takes 3 or 4 minutes. You can do it once a day. You can do it in the morning. You can do it once a day at night. You can do it once in the morning, the more you do it, the better it is. This stuff really works. I'm living proof of that because my mother had wrinkles. Both my grandparents had wrinkles. My father had wrinkles. My grandfathers had wrinkles. My daughter has more wrinkles than I have. She's 43. She could kill me if she's watching this show. But, I've never smoked. I didn't drink. But I should have all those things, and I don't. And it's not because of anything. I've never had any work done. Now, if I win the lottery, I might go get these things taped up somewhere. But other than that, this is the real me, and it can be the real you. You just got to decide today's the day.
Yeah, for the good skincare.
And they all said amen.
Yes. All right. The next one is the blue-green algae remineralizing hair and face and hair toner. And so let's talk about that.
I got out of order here. Okay. So I'm glad you said that. All of our toners, every last one of them, we're the only people I know that formulates toners for face, hair, and scalp. I think that's important. If it's good enough for your face, it's good enough for your hair. And with as many people who are having issues with long COVID and hair loss, aging and hair loss, stress and hair loss, bad diet and hair loss, it's important. So these can be sprayed directly into the hair. They will not make your hair greasy at all, head to toe. So the benefits at a glance of the toner: it's a rich source of protein. What does protein do? Protein thickens the skin. It thickens the hair shafts for protection. It's full of vitamins, minerals, essential fatty acids. It hydrates and moisturizing. It exfoliates. Whoever thought a toner could exfoliate, but it does. It combats the growth of skin bacteria and fungus, which you may not think you have, but under a microscope you have. It defends against free radical damage, locks in moisture, reduces redness and irritation, rosacea, and other dermatological issues such as eczema and psoriasis. It keeps pores clear. It improves pore size. The first place we show age, ladies, is the size of our pores. So we certainly want to shrink those. It also gives us a better canvas to put our makeup on smoothly. Improves pore size and skin texture, treats acne and facial itching. It's for oily skin, dry skin, combination skin, skin infections, skin tags, reduces inflammation and flakiness, creates a protective layer that helps shield against harmful UV, dirt, and dust. It strengthens the skin's natural barrier, which is important when shaving or waxing. It promotes proper skin cell turnover, which can make skin look more youthful, helps fade dark spots and hyperpigmentation, evens out skin tone, nourishes skin with essential nutrients to enhance elasticity, is brimming with antioxidants, softens fine lines and wrinkles, and on and on and on. It even helps if you've got cold sores on your lips. But again, I can't read you 4 pages of material on each product. And each one of these, people say, well, do I need all of them? Yes. Do you just need one of them? Yes. You do what you feel right about. But when you use these in conjunction, the people say, why don't you just put it in one product? Because you need a certain percentage in your body every day, right? And if you smoke, you need a little more. And if you really eat badly, eat a lot of sugar, you need a little more. If you don't exercise, you need a little more. So there's all these things come into play. I can only put a certain percentage of things in a face wash or a mask or a toner or a serum or a cream or an oil or anything else, which is why if you do the whole regimen, and I'm not trying to get you to buy the whole regimen, I'm just saying if you use the whole regimen, you get every single thing, and you get it, you get not only the benefit of the ingredients, you get the benefit of the synergy of the ingredients. But people ask me all the time, if you could only do 2, I have a hard time with, I can get it down to 3 because I can't live without my toner. I was going on TV with somebody, I won't say who, and the makeup lady came in and she goes, you've never used a toner. And I'm like, excuse me, how do you know? She goes, I can tell by looking at your pores. Now, this was 10 years ago. And I was like, who's got time for that? And she goes, well, what's your skincare regimen? And I said, well, I've always had pretty good skin. I dance around in the shower. Sometimes my face gets wet. And she's like, no. So she went and got a toner that wasn't even a good toner, that had a fragrance in it and dye in it. And she sprayed it on my face. And I was like, no, don't spray that in my. And then I saw my pores go, and makeup went on, and I looked 3 or 4 years younger, and I was like, what was that? What was that? So when we started making toners, I was like, John, this is what we need to do. So I love toners. And I don't just put them on before a serum and a cream. I put toners on even when I don't wear makeup, because toners are just so good for the body. They restore pH balance, they increase hydration, all that. But even if I don't wear makeup, they shrink the size of my pores, which is really important. But if I could only pick 2, and you just held a gun in my head, I could only pick 2. It would be the serum and the cream, because you just cannot beat the benefits of those 2 together for improving skin texture, really combating fine lines and wrinkles, slow and premature aging, nourishing the skin cell matrix with all of the bioavailable whole foods that it needs to promote skin elasticity and to decelerate aging.
That's good.
And there's the skin oil. We got this noni oil, which we're coming up to in just a minute. Anyway, we'll go into all that. I get excited about this line.
All right. And so that is it. And then, and by the way, all of this is unscented, except for we have the option with the Sea Minerals glycerin bar soap. The 2 bar soaps are glycerin. Okay. Now, this was one of my favorite things, and it is, and again, all natural, but it's head to toe nourishing Noni Plus dry oil. And I love a dry oil. You can put it in your hair. You can do all kinds of stuff with it. I put it all over my face. But okay, Eve, talk about a dry oil, and what is a dry oil? Because somebody's going to be watching and doesn't even know necessarily what that is.
I know you can't answer me here, but think about it. If somebody said, I want you to put oil on your face, there's a fair amount of you. There's a percentage of you that I don't want oil on my face. I don't want oil on my body. What if it didn't feel like an oil? Or I'm so sorry. I say oil. What if it didn't feel like that? What if it only felt like that for like 10 seconds after you put it on, but then your body drank it up and your body actually glowed? I mean, like stop traffic glowed, because it's so happy with what you just gave it. That's what a dry oil is. It will not give you acne. It will not clog your pores. A teeny tiny bit goes a long way. Let's talk about the benefits at a glance. Superb hydration and moisturization. Remember, that's 2 different things. Nourishing botanicals to maintain moisture balance by trapping moisture into the skin and sealing it there. Forms a protective layer to fortify and protect the skin mantle. Strong antioxidants protect the skin from free radicals, anti-inflammatory and antibacterial. This stuff just flat makes you look younger. It's got tons of vitamins. It's got tons of minerals. It works on wrinkles. It's got fatty acids. It's got a ton of probiotics in it. It's just got everything you need. And if you've never used a dry oil, it's got to be experienced, right, Michelle? Most
Yeah,
people just don't even understand what that feels like.
I
But
love
this
it.
stuff is an incredible cuticle oil. It's great for the bottoms of your feet. It's great for your hair.
Head to toe. That's why we put head to
And
toe,
here's
so you
all that's in
know.
it. This is all that's in it. So it's got Hawaiian avocado oil, which are omegas 3 and 6. It's got macadamia oil, which is vitamin E. It's got organic jojoba oil, which is vitamin E and zinc. It's got tamanu oil, which is vitamin B, and it's got noni oil, which is vitamin C and A. It's a one and done.
Yeah, I love this. This was one of my favorite things that
Your
I
men
knew.
will love it too. They put it in their beard, they put it in their mustache, they put it in their hair, their
Yeah,
hands.
head to toe, head to
Mhm.
toe. So just want to
It's
remind
even
everybody,
great
that's why
for
we
your
put
pet.
that.
If you got a pet with a bad spot and you don't have anything else yet, this is perfect.
Okay, the next one. Now, I was excited about this, and I've been using this a little bit. And I love scrubs, especially for the face, like fine scrubs. And this is definitely a fine scrub. So this is the Hawaiian avocado gentle microderm abrasion scrub. So this is very gentle. We've added the word gentle, and so and it's an unscented as well. And so talk about what this does and why this over maybe a different scrub like the coffee. Why this one over the coffee?
Well, coffee's got a lot of vitamin E too, but this has got jojoba. It's just. Let me read you a little bit. Now, you're going to hear me say a lot of words over and over, like antimicrobial. If I can't combat something bad going on in your skin, it doesn't matter how much good I can do it. So I got to do both. You're going to hear antioxidant a lot. You're going to hear wrinkles. You're going to hear omegas. You're going to hear calms red skin, itchiness, fights fine lines and wrinkles, creates collagen. Why don't you just use one product? Why you got to put it in all of them? It's different ingredients. It's a different layering of ingredients. It's a different use of ingredients. It's a different synergy of ingredients. What works for, we were talking about this. We had Michelle and me and Ron on. We have 3 very different skin tones and skin types. And I said, look, there's one of everybody. We got everybody here because what works for me may not work for Michelle. What works for Michelle may not work for me. Or it may work some, but something may work better. Not only that, but your skin can get used to something. Just like you don't eat the same food 3 meals a day or whatever, however you fast, whatever that program is, you don't use the same skincare. We want to attack aging from every possible angle. We want to attack pain from every possible angle. Is your pain inflammation caused? Inflammation heat caused? Is it joint caused? Is it rotator cuff caused? And different things do the same thing. So sometimes, even though I'm saying antioxidant, it's a different ingredient for an antioxidant. And sometimes you have to play around and find the best one for you. Will all of them help everybody? Absolutely. But you're going to find a few things that are your favorites that you don't want to live without. So this particular scrub is extremely gentle. It's extremely high end. It's for your face. It's for your whole body. But like, let's say you wear a lot of sundresses or your décolletage area. It's going to soften that. You got a lot of crepey skin. This is going to help with it. Most scrubs don't help with crepey skin. This one does. This is going to unclog your pores. It's going to even out your complexion. And when your skin is supposed to turn over every 28 days. The older we get, it doesn't do that. It hangs around and hangs around. And even if you can't see it, there wouldn't be no need for dermaplaning and go and get your face scraped. If your skin let go easily, the dead skin, but your sebum, which is your natural oil, dries and holds your skin cells together like glue, and it doesn't want to let go. So you've got to get rid of those. Or what happens is the cell underneath it is not properly nourished with moisture and sunlight and everything that it needs to, when it comes up top, to look as good as it can. So what this scrub is going to do, it's going to leave an inheritance for its children and its children's children, if we're going to get biblical about it. This scrub is going to work 2 to 3 years down before the skin even comes up to the top. Just give it the whole food that it needs in the avocado and the jojoba and the other things that are in there to make sure that by the time the skin cell gets on top, it's as in a good shape as it can possibly be, so that you aren't constantly having to scrub it to get that natural glow. It came that way. So you're helping deliver the baby.
That's awesome. All right. So I had mentioned on a show before that, we know that many times because the feet have the largest pores, and we talk about that being a great place to put magnesium products and different things that we have. And of course, those pores open after you've been in the bathtub in a warm bath or warm foot soak. So we say, hey, when you get out, that's a great time to put that night boost cream on to help you, the magnesium night boost. But then I ended up finding out one day, Eve and I were speaking, and she ended up sharing with me, you got to take care of your feet. And a lot of people have never really taken care of their feet. And so they can put that stuff on there, the magnesium cream, for example, but it won't deliver as well as somebody who's actually taking care of their feet right, like with scrubs and stuff. So we have come out now with the first part is the peppermint or the unscented. We've got both. Remember what I said, revitalizing foot repair butter. And so you got the butter and the scrub. So let's talk. You do the scrub first, right? Oops. And they're both in unscented and peppermint. Now I gotta tell you, this peppermint, y'all, it smells good. It's
So
amazing.
what happens when people come to your home? Do you make them take their shoes off?
Sometimes I don't wear shoes in the
I don't
house.
think about it, but we are tracking in all kind of things, and then we walk around barefoot. Well, if you're in the South, you walk around barefooted. A lot, and I hate to say this because I'm not sexist at all, but a lot of men don't take care of their feet, which is why we put their shoes out in the garage, right?
Yes.
There's just a melodious odor that men's shoes have. It's like a gym bag. It's like a full-time gym bag. And that's usually driven by critters and fungus. And a lot of that could be eliminated by just washing your feet with the right stuff. But then, you've got tough skin, you've got bunions, you've got all these things you got to deal with. Well, when I tell you to put something on the bottom of your feet, I don't mean put it on your dirty foot, because remember I told you the essential oils are small enough to cross the blood-brain barrier and anything attached to them. So if you've walked through the muck of germs and then I'm pulling something into your skin, you don't want that. So wash your feet with the proper things like the peppermint. And these particular scrubs are amazing. They're Demerara scrub. It's not your traditional brown sugar scrub, which is just the brown sugar you buy at the grocery store. And that's nothing more than white sugar with molasses left to dry. This is an organic sugar from a city called Demerara, which is owned by the French Guiana. And it's important because we talked about remineralizing. If we could fix the minerals and the probiotics in our body, we'd be well. So let's start with that. You want to scrub your feet. This is a big kernel, flaky sugar. It's the right grain and right size and right roughness for your feet. It doesn't hurt at all, so don't misunderstand me. But it's also got incredible organic shea butter and another tropical butter and oils, and it's got arnica, and it's got turmeric a little bit for foot pain, but those also do other things, and it's got vitamin C. So scrub your feet. Scrub the tops of your feet, scrub your ankles, scrub between your toes, scrub your toenails. We're going to start combating foot odor and germs and bacteria and mildew. Yes, people have mildew. Yes, people have mold issues. It's all kind of things we're going to combat before you use the other products and put them in your body. So you've got I'll explain it like this. Your body has a finite amount of energy you can use every day. And that energy's got to be divided up however the body sees fit. Circulation, breathing, heartbeat, digestion, reproduction, whatever. You've got a finite amount of energy. Anytime you are putting a toxin in your body, dirty feet, then your body's got to use a good bit of that energy to combat that toxin, because the body's first thing it's going to do is go on the defensive. So, which is why I tell you to use Godly Granny allergy, cold, and sinus instead of that other stuff we grew up with in the blue jar, because we don't use mineral oil, we don't use petroleum. Heaven forbid, that's the stuff that's not good enough to go in your car. And if you're putting that in your body, I don't care what essential oils are in there, and they're not essential oils, believe me. You're doing more harm than good, because your body's got to spend all its energy flushing out the toxin, because it's like danger, Will Robinson, danger. Right? Before it can do anything good. So the main thing is to take care of your feet. You can also use this all over your body. It's amazing. And it's going to moisturize them to combat all of those things. Kill the germs, start killing the bacteria, get sick less, let things go in. Your body, the bottoms of your feet can get rough. I know mine do. I've been barefoot since I was born. I got married barefoot. From the South. I can walk across rocks with no shoes on, but I take care of the bottom of my feet. And it's very important that you do that. Just that one little change will make a huge difference in your life. And then, of course, the peppermint essential oil smells amazing, and it helps with foot odor, and it helps with foot aches. And then we've got the unscented, if you prefer that, or have eczema, psoriasis, rosacea, keratosis, pilaris, or sensitive skin.
Yes, that's so good.
I feel like
it smells amazing. Okay, the next one is, of course, the peppermint and the unscented revitalizing foot repair butter. So once you've put the cream, now here's my question. If you're putting magnesium on the bottom of your feet, can you put the butter on first, or what do you do here in that situation? Or do you put the magnesium?
Oh, if you're doing both, you clean. You can use that as an addition to, remember we talked about a twofer where you layer things and then you get the benefits of both. Or you can just use one or the other. There's a lot of things in the foot repair butter that's in the magnesium base. It's like, for instance, we go to our foot butter. Listen to this. When you go buy a commercial body butter, or let's just say a shea butter, most commercial shea butters have 3 to 8% shea in them. 3 to 8. What's the rest of it? It's junk. It's filler.
Yeah.
Our foot butter starts with 30% organic shea. And the fillers are cocoa butter, mango butter, vitamin C, arnica, turmeric, all of the good stuff that your body needs anyway. So everything you need is in the foot scrub. And here's what's so funny, and most people don't understand. You start putting tropical oils in the bottom of your feet to kill foot fungus, guess what else you've done? You fought a wrinkle that day. You've given your body what it needs to relax in the beauty area because you've given it something that it needs. You've given it protein for the day, or you've given it a vitamin, or you've given it a micromineral boost, or you've given it the probiotic that it needs. And so the body goes, oh, I don't have to concentrate on that day. So I'm not mad at her anymore. So I'm not going to give her another wrinkle today. And it sounds silly, but when you start doing it, you will see what I mean. All of this is back. I hate to say with science, because right now nobody trusts science, but this is backed up with naturopathic science. We aren't even homeopathic. We are naturopathic. You talking about tree huggers. And did you know that if you actually hug a tree, I just found this out, that if you hug a tree, the vibration of your body will start healing you. It's almost as good as grounding. Who knew where the term tree huggers came from? Now we know.
Yep. All right. The next one is, and I like this. I've been using it when I dry my hair out straight. I absolutely love this product. Actually, the next two, I've already used them and I'm loving them. Argan and Keratin smoothing serum. Now, this is also a smoothing hair serum and heat protectant with silk amino acids. This is so light. It's all natural, so it doesn't have a bad smell or anything like that. It's just all natural. But okay, I have used many products that do this, and I've always wondered, like, oh my goodness, what am I putting on my hair? What kind of chemicals and this, that, and the other. So this is amazing to be able to have something like this. Share about it. I got to tell you, when I use it, it's also been very light. And so I want to bring that
hair products they have to be.
Yeah. All right. So go on ahead.
Well, we already talked about keratin and collagen being the building blocks of every skin cell, and that includes your hair. So keratin is a protein that forms a structural foundation of body tissues, including skin, hair, and nails. It provides strength, protection, and elasticity to these tissues. Argan oils, fatty acids, those are natural from food, and vitamin E moisturize hair, making it a good conditioner for brittle, dry, and damaged hair. It hydrates, strengthens strands to reduce breakage, and improves elasticity. It tames frizz and flyaways. It protects from heat damage and helps prevent moisture loss. It soothes scalp conditions such as itching, dryness, and dandruff, as well as adds shine and luster. Argan smooths the appearance of split ends, helps prevent hair loss, and protects hair from heat, salt, sweat, and other environmental toxins. The serum works to restore strength, shine, and enhanced color vibrancy. This is color safe, ladies. It's perm safe, while leaving your hair revived, easily manageable, frizz-free, and irresistibly silky. And it's not just a styling product. It's truly a transformative, nourishing treatment that envelops each strand in a protective veil, similar to the yogurt. Ideal for those looking to revive dull, frizzy, or damaged, dehydrated hair. The serum offers a quick trip to smooth, lustrous locks that feel as healthy as they look. We even put quinoa in this formula. Like, we're really good farmers. Who puts quinoa there? We do.
Okay, so love this product. I've been using it. I absolutely love it. Couldn't find a thing wrong with it. I loved it all. Everything about it. So wanted to share that. Now, the next one was, I was like, okay, well, I got natural curly hair, which is typically naturally dry hair, just in case people didn't know this. And so I'm always trying to look for a good hair mask that is remoisturizing and just helps. And so we formulated this next product. It's called an intensive silk amino hair mask with biotin and honey. So it smells good. All right. And it's unscented. So, okay, Eve, share.
I will. Now,
This
if you
feels
never
good.
used a hair mask, you are in for a treat. This is infused with golden manuka honey from New Zealand, organic coconut oil, and a blend of potential botanicals and proteins, designed to target every aspect of hair health, from strengthening strands with silk, quinoa, and rice amino acids to naturally detangling with slippery elm bark, enhanced biotin, provitamin B5, and vitamin E. It nourishes follicles and smooths cuticles, delivering bouncy, brilliant hair without residue. So it's full of silk amino acids and quinoa and rice protein that penetrate the hair shaft, reinforcing the structure, increasing elasticity, and reducing breakage for stronger, more resilient strands. It also has Panax ginseng and organic aloe, which are rich in nutrients and antioxidants. These ingredients stimulate the scalp, promoting healthier hair growth and vitality. It's got manuka honey, which is a conditioning honey that offers deep moisture and shine, enhancing hair's natural luster without weighing it down. It's got biotin, which is vitamin B7, and panthenol, which is provitamin B5. These fortify the hair and scalp, soothing irritation and smoothing the cuticles for a silky, frictionless feel. It's got vitamin E, which gives it antioxidant protection and protects the hair and the scalp from damage while using any type of styling products. And then it's got slippery elm bark, which is a natural detangler. It just really, I mean, have a good hair day. Have a good hair day every day. And you only need to, you can use this every day, but 3 times a week is the max that I would use it, as long as you use it once or twice a week. And if you've got dry hair, oh my word, you don't know what you can do till you know what you can do.
Yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it. And that's a good point, 2 to 3 times a week. Okay, the next thing is the shave cream. And so we've got moisturizing shave cream with rosemary. We did the Rustic Man for men. And then we also did a unscented, but let's talk, and it comes in a tube. And so that way we have these long conversations about tube, pump, this, that, the other, what size. And so I got to tell you, I really like the tubes. I didn't know if I would like them or not. I was concerned about the presentation of the products, but I have to tell you, I ended up loving these tubes. And so there'll be a couple of other things that I think we're going to look at doing as tubes as well, because I love them so much. And I think it's such an efficient way to get the product out. Women who have fingernails, if you're having to scoop stuff out, that's not always the best way to get something out. And so I really liking these, Eve. And so tell us about the moisturizing shave cream. We did the unscented also, so that way women could use this, right, on their legs.
Yes, I can.
And so,
we're coming out with some women, but yes, they absolutely can.
yeah, right now. So what Eve is talking about is we are coming out with a couple of new scents next time for women specifically. But right now we did the unscented because of, the sensitive skin. And so, and women can use unscented. I would use unscented, but then also men, the Rustic Man that I told you about. So, I told you I took care of the men and we had to have a manly smell. And so this is my manly smell for you right now. And that is Rustic Man. All right. So Eve, share with us, honey.
Sure. So you really need to experience the ultimate in shaving luxury with our rosemary extract conditioning shave cream, meticulously crafted for those who demand performance and pampering. Our conditioning shave cream transcends the ordinary experience by combining the practicality of a smooth shave with the luxury of a full anti-aging skincare treatment. So it's infused with skin-loving botanicals, for a close, comfortable shave, but also nourishes and feeds the skin cell matrix and hydrates the skin, leaving it soft, smooth, and revitalized. It moisturizes and conditions the skin, providing essential nutrients that promote skin health and mantle extract protectiveness against dryness. The rosemary extract infuses the root ball and the hair shaft to help hair grow evenly. It's also known for its healing properties. And gives it a real supple finish. Also, if you itch, like if your men itch under their beard, this is wonderful for that. This will calm that. It's rich in antioxidants. It protects the skin from environmental stressors while promoting natural healing, rejuvenation, enhances skin resilience, and promotes a radiant complexion. It's ideal for sensitive skin. It tones and pure. It does everything, but my favorite thing, it doesn't clog the razor. Not one little bit.
Really?
Not
That's
one
right.
little bit.
Okay, so I just want to bring up something. I actually asked Eve about this. I think it was day before yesterday or yesterday. And I said, Eve, I just want to make sure that, I was telling my husband, I said, what's so amazing to me is that, these products, like let's take the First Fruits Face and Body Lemon Balm. I said, the products do so many things. It's almost unbelievable. And I said, but the wild thing is, I'm getting testimonials. I'm hearing people's stories now as it's been out a little bit and people have had time. And I said, so they are telling me it is clearing up my face. It is doing this. It is doing the things that you're saying that it does. And it's so funny because to me, and so I said to my husband, I said, I think it's because we're using the things that are as close to what God gave us. This goes back to that video that I told you that during the slowing the spread, that really impacted me, where it was a minute and 20 something second video. And it was talking about how there's not a single element on this planet, on this earth, that God didn't give us a cure for. And so
new under the sun. Mm-hmm.
Yes. And so it's like, oh my goodness, when I cured my kidney stones with lemons. And so seriously, it's been 15 years. I haven't had a kidney stone. I was getting them about every 8 months. And so, and like last night, I was drinking a glass of fresh squeezed lemon water. So I'm very consistent. It's been 15 years. And so I share that to just say, so it's amazing because there's so much you can do with lemons, and God gave us lemons, right? So it cured my kidney stones. When I was detoxing off of aluminum deodorants a few years ago, I used lemons. Many people know that I cut lemon and had to keep a half a lemon in the glass container in the refrigerator. Well, when you go out of town overnight, that's not convenient. So you have to have a deodorant somewhere. And so I put one in the car, and if I forgot to scrub the lemon but it wasn't convenient. But I went through that stage as well, because believe it or not, you can put lemon under your arms and you won't smell. But anyways, instead of deodorant, but it's just not convenient and all that kind of stuff. So, but I'm just saying that I think it's amazing how when people look at our product description on our website, or when you're listening to Eve share all these things, I just sit patiently and quietly listening to all the things each product does, because again, it's so close to being as healthy as possibly, humanly possible in this world that we're living in right now. And I just love it because I am seeing it come to fruition with people, and I'm loving it. One person will tell me one thing. It's just like with the magnesium night boost. I had a lady who said, well, we didn't even use it for that. I put it on my hip that was hurting, which reminds me, producer Ron, I sent you a video, that review. And so get that pulled up and we'll air it too. That was what it was. I knew there was something else for today's show that I wanted to share. And so, but the lady said within just a couple of days that her hip pain that she'd been having for 2 years went away. And so again, that magnesium, but she had the night boost cream. She wasn't even putting it. She was putting it where she was hurting, which was on her hip. And she said, I believe it was the second day. She said that it was gone. And so that was nothing short of a miracle. And so it was like amazing.
Are so used to getting subpar products that I understand skepticism. I expect you to have it. If you don't have it, I can't make you fall in love, right? So when Michelle promises you this is going to do something, it's going to do something. Yeah. And when you get it, all you got to do is these things are made to order. We don't make them till she orders them. I mean, when you get them, they're days old. They hadn't got these horrible ingredients in them so they can sit on the shelf for 6 years or 6 months. They're brand new. And until you open one and experience it, and then you'll see, and you'll also see how concentrated it is. So every single product, including the soap, is concentrated. A little goes a long way.
It's amazing. All right. So producer Ron is asking for it. So let me see here. I can send the link. I want everybody to get to see this. It's amazing. But anyway, here it is. And it was actually done on that product. So hold on. And so, okay, well, the next thing we have is the Rustic Man and the unscented shave soap with rosemary. So again, unscented and Rustic Man. This is for the men. This looks like a glycerin soap.
It is a glycerin soap. That's
Okay,
what they need.
we didn't put that on the label. I want to add that. We'll add that
We
because
can
I
do
like
that.
the glycerin soaps to say it. It said it on the other one, and I like for people to know that for sure. But I love a glycerin soap, and I love because I don't know, things I can see through. I don't know. It's just a thing.
Clean.
Yes.
Well, it gives you rich, creamy lather produced by the rosemary-infused aloe vera carrot seed oil and cucumber extract to offer protection from cuts, burns, itching, bumps, ingrown hairs, dryness, and chafing. The rosemary extract works deeply within the hair's root ball to promote even growth, and the deep lather also helps to keep hair and skin moisturized and hydrated for hours after use. I'm sorry, people thought I was going to be off at 6. Forgive that. Oh, and the soap will also not clog the razor.
Ooh, well, you know that the no clog razor guarantee, so it's not just the bath salts, the bath bombs, but it's also the shave cream and the shave soap. Why is that? Is it because of the quality of the oils that we're using, or is it what?
It's because we're using whole foods. We're not using a bunch of just man-made gunk.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
we're not putting a lot of the, I hate to say this, I'm going to though. Did you know that when you go to you go to the corner of Healthy and Happy, did you know that the average product has been in their warehouse for 6 years by the time they put it on the shelf, and it's been on the shelf an average of 6 months before you buy it? So they have got to put the types of things in there that make that product stable. So when you open it up, there's no mold in it. And those are the things that clog your razors.
That's awful. Okay. Kazadoo 77. Hello, Kazadoo 77. She says, what a great show. I so love these products. I am really going broke. Haha. Okay, so Kazadoo, don't be letting your husband or boyfriend call me.
Godly granny responsibly.
I know. You got a godly granny responsibly, girl. And hey, that's why we got Michelle 20, as we're trying to help you be able to buy all the stuff you want. Because she also said, oh, Michelle, in all caps, oh, Michelle, you are really rocking it with these new products. I am getting this too. I'm sure she's talking about the hair products. She says, can't wait to try this too. I am already seeing new baby hair. She's talking about the Samson's Mane hair products. I happen to know that from other things she has shared, I know that she is using those, and that's amazing. She goes, I'm already seeing new baby hairs in 2 months from using the hair growth and the spray. Just wow. So yeah, we are continuing to bring on more hair products, but I got to tell you something else. Okay. So next time we're doing another hairline, and that's it for today. Next time we're doing another skin line, but then also we're doing a fur baby line. And that's what it's called, fur baby. And so not your baby, but your fur baby. So flash is going to be on the labels. And so we're finalizing what that's going to look like. So we're just giving you a little bit of a preview of, I don't know, just what's to come.
There were 40 products today. There's already 60 products on that one.
I know. It's crazy.
Including the firming line and some other things.
Including what?
The firming line.
Yeah. We are working hard. Okay. I did see somebody say, what will help with dark spots? Age spots.
That's what we talked about for down the road. That's the advanced anti-hyperpigmentation line.
Yeah. Is that, I think that's in the next line.
I didn't know if I could say or not.
Yes. I thought I put that in there because I specifically wanted to make sure. Now, here's my question. What about something like the avocado or the coffee? I was thinking
will help. The anti-itch will help, but the real line is outkick your coverage.
Okay. So you've got these age spots, you got dark spots from the sunspots, what a lot of people call them. And so you're saying the coffee. Now, was it the coffee scrub or the coffee balm?
Both.
Okay. All right. So that would help. Okay. So that would help. And then we are coming out with something for that specifically to combat that specifically next time, sweetheart. So just wanted to make sure.
The secret sauce ingredient is
what?
Sake, rice wine. Most people use hydroquinone, which bleaches the skin, but it also kills it. We found out that sake will actually reverse age spots. Who knew?
Oh, there you go. All right. So, producer Ron, are we ready? while he's getting that video, I emailed it to him. So while he's getting that ready, I want to share something that I found that Barbara O'Neill, many of my viewers know about Barbara O'Neill. We have many of her teaching sessions that we have aired here on the Michelle Moore Show and on Truth Talk America's network. And so Barbara O'Neill had an X post that I saw that I thought, earlier in the week that I wanted to share. She says, magnesium, the underrated super mineral. Most people think magnesium is only for stress relief, better sleep, and relaxation, but it does so much more. Well, as you know, it does work for stress relief, better sleep, and relaxation as with our products. But as she says, it does so much more. It also boosts ATP production, which is your body's energy source. Eve, is that where we come in with what I was talking about, where I feel more energy with the mixture that we have that we released today with the focus blend?
It's that, and it's also your skin having enough energy to replicate and do what it needs to do.
Okay, supports the RNA and DNA synthesis, regulates neurotransmitters and electrolytes, fights inflammation and oxidative stress, strengthens the immune system, supports heart health and blood pressure, helps prevent, what's that word?
Atherosclerosis, which is hardening of the arteries.
Thank you. And then enhances insulin sensitivity and fat metabolism, and then also regulates the thyroid and testosterone production. Did not know that last line until just a couple of months ago, working with Eve and learning so much about magnesium. So that's so good. We do have the video ready. And this is a lady who ended up where she did a review. She's got a new YouTube channel. And so producer Ron, make sure that we put the link to this, her YouTube channel in today's show description on the Rumble channel for Truth Talk America and the Michelle Moore Show. It's about a 4-minute. I mean, she was thorough. This is amazing. So she started a YouTube channel and she is reviewing different kinds of skincare and skin line products. And so let's take a look at what she had to say about our Magnesium Boost Nighttime Cream. Let's take a look at that.
Hi, I'm Andrea, and welcome to my channel, Reliable Beauty Reviews. Today I want to share with you a product that is a natural pain reliever and muscle relaxant that really works. I've tried other creams and anti-inflammatories, but what I really wanted was a natural remedy with no chemicals and healthy ingredients. So a friend of mine told me about this new company and their product line. The product is called Magnesium Boost Night Cream by Godly Granny. Now, this product is for all ages, not just for grannies. This is a remarkable product. So let's dig in and find out more about this product and how to use it. So I placed a small amount under each foot before I went to bed. The directions state you can place it there or other parts of your body, including your belly button. You don't need a lot of product to get good results. A little goes a long way because the ingredients are very concentrated, so less is more. The next morning I woke up and felt 90% of my pain was gone and the muscles in my body were totally relaxed. By day 2, the discomfort in my hip went away completely. So it only took 2 days to get 100% relief. All I can say is, wow, this is a game changer. This product is so amazing. I love all the natural ingredients, all the oils and the ingredients that cause your body total relaxation, such as chamomile, melatonin, and valerian root. I won't read all the ingredients, but if you wish to review them all, feel free to pause the video. Here are the highlights. I love all the no's. No mineral oil, petroleum, parabens, phthalates, sulfates, dyes, perfumes, paraffins, aluminum, and GMOs. The claims are listed below, and of course I can relate to pain relief and total relaxation. I'm so happy I found this effective cream, which worked very quickly. So if you're experiencing any of these symptoms, I suggest you give this product a try. It might be the solution you didn't know you needed. Here is our product scorecard. Prices are low to moderate. I paid $28.95 on the Godly Granny website. This does not include the 10% discount currently available. The quality is excellent. This is a clean product. The packaging is excellent. It's made in the USA. I highly recommend this product. I give this product a 5-star rating. Godly Granny's website is www.godlygranny.com. Discounts range anywhere from 10 to 20%, so remember to check their website for the current discount. Gift cards are also available. They refer to them as Granny Bucks. I think that is so cute. There are many other products on this website I'm anxious to try, such as face creams, other magnesium creams, non-aluminum deodorant, lip masks, bath bombs, etc. They also anticipate adding 40 more products to the website this year. And while you're on the website, click on the 5 Dirty Dozen list, which is a list of 60 harmful chemicals they will never use in their products that other companies currently use. One of my friends has already purchased 11 of their products, so check them out. So thanks for tuning in. I'm Andrea, your go-to for honest and reliable reviews. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up, like and subscribe, and share it with your friends. Thank you. Bye.
Okay, so Eve, what do you think?
It was awesome. I laughed. I'm glad that producer Ron had me on mute when she goes, they're thinking about adding 40 products this year. I'm like, she adds 40 products a month.
Today. Oh my goodness.
But I get, she don't know. So it was wonderful. And she's right on.
Yeah, it really was great. I loved, that's her first time reviewing. I thought it was very interesting. So she had reached out to me to let me know that she was going to be doing a review on the product and what it had done for her. I thought for somebody that's brand new, I was quite impressed. She was extremely thorough. I loved all the different ways and aspects that she reviewed it. And so I would highly recommend looking into, maybe when you go to to her YouTube channel, go ahead and subscribe. And so I would want to encourage everybody to subscribe to her channel. I know she's also looking at reviewing another one. I think it's the First Fruits Face and Body Lemon Balm. By the way, I
forgot to mention something extremely important on the last show. I'm going to do this show. There's an app. I do not know these people. I have no clue who they are. I don't get anything for telling you this. The app is called Yucca, and I'm pretty sure it's spelled Yucca. It's a free app. Download it, and you can go around your house and show it the ingredients in anything, and it will give you a rating. I double dog dare you to put your ingredients up there. You're going to be so happy.
Yeah. So what has happened is I was speaking to somebody the other day, and I called them, and I said, "What are you doing?" They said, "Throwing half the stuff in my house out. I saw your 5 dirty dozen list." She goes on godlygranny.com. She goes, "I have so much trash in my house, And so she's like, and I was, "Oh, I've done that. I had to go through that process 5 years ago." I said, "It's just so overwhelming. Just remember, you eat an elephant one bite at a time." And we are helping everybody. I'm excited. We're going to be coming out with laundry detergent soon. That's in the works. I've already tested it and tried it. And boy, and that's just the powder. I haven't seen, I know Eve, you're going to be sending me the liquid one soon, but I am thrilled with the laundry detergent. Could not. I was telling producer Ron about it last week, and I said, that laundry detergent is amazing. So cannot wait. As you know, you hear about it every week. But anyways, okay. So I appreciate you being here with us, Eve. And I know this show ran a little bit longer than usual, but we had, when you got 40 products, you can only get so much in and talk so fast. But Eve, thank you so much for being with us today to help share and educate.
Go back and watch it, rewatch it, take notes, and send it. Remember, this is your brand. You are helping Michelle create it in real time by what you need and what your family and loved ones need. You tell her what you need, and we'll make it happen.
Yep. That's right. All right. Well, we thank you and appreciate you, Eve. She's such a great, I love her passion for all of this because I've become passionate. So I was sharing this, I think the other day with her, and I think I've told producer Ron about this, I just recently been reflecting on this. I want to share this quick little story. So about 12 years ago, almost 13 years ago, God was calling me to write and speak and do some different things, write books. And so I remember while I was writing Selling Simplified and working on Abandonment to Forgiveness and a couple of other different writing projects that were book projects, I said, God, will you please help me to be excited about what you're calling me to? Will you help me to be excited about what you want me to be excited about? And so I just kept praying that over and over and over and over. And I told producer Ron back, a couple years ago, I was like, I sit up and watch reels on Instagram and watch all these different videos I find on YouTube and whatever, just learning about different products and what does this herb do and what does that do? And he's like, you're kidding. And I was like, no, I don't know. I don't even know why I'm doing it. And so I've realized like, oh my goodness, I'm using all this information that I've learned over the last few years. And it's just so amazing because I'm able to bring it forward to everybody and different things that I'm like, okay, I know this works. Or do you have anything with this in it? So Eve has heard many of those conversations that I've had with her where I've said, hey, what have you got with XYZ? I know this is good for this and I want to, and so we are doing so much great stuff, but it's also, I think, just a God thing where God said, just kind of planted that in me, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. And so I want to give you another example to our commitment to the quality. So Eve, I can't tell you how many times in the last couple of months I've called her or that she's randomly texted me, telling me random facts about beef tallow. And so we're going to be getting the first beef tallow product that we're putting out next time as well. But I didn't realize like so much about tallow. And as you know, we shared about tallow recently and about the Bobby Parrish video where he went to Buffalo Wild Wings and he was talking about it being over processed. And so just be careful. I keep saying, be careful with some of this stuff. A lot of things might sound like a big, push, or a big, this is all of a sudden suddenly evil, but then there's the next thing that will be, all good, but then they're not telling you everything. So they're I'm noticing this trend of, beef tallow is, or tallow is also wonderful. Well, there's pig tallow. There's different kinds of tallow that people are putting. And we just want you to know, Eve and the team, we have been working very hard at making sure that it is going to be the best quality and that it is beef and it is 100% grass-fed. And so these are the kinds of things that we've been talking about for weeks, over a month and a half, to make sure that when the product comes out, that it is the highest quality possible. And so I just wanted to share that with you because that's what's going on behind the scenes. And like I said, I personally had no idea how much I was going to work on this, but I also had no idea how passionate I was going to be about it. And I just recognized that the passion absolutely comes from God. I would have never in a million years, I'd have been like tallow, schmallow, who cares? But I was one of those that didn't have a good skincare line either. And so we've been working to make sure that you have the information so that you can get healthy and stay healthy. And so we hope that this has helped you today. I hope you learned a lot. I know I always do when I talk with her or listen to her. And so I get to share her with you here on the shows, and I hope that you enjoy it. All right. Well, we'll see you right here next time on the Michelle Moore Show.
Toxic chemicals are everywhere, even in products we've used for generations. Now there's a replacement solution, Godly Granny. Godly Granny products are nutraceutical, clean products with purpose. All our products like skin creams, bath bombs, lip scrubs, deodorants, and more are free of the Godly Granny 5 Dirty Dozen list. That's 60 harmful chemicals many other companies use that you'll never find in our products. Go to godlygranny.com today. Be sure and use the discount code Michelle20 at checkout to receive 20% off your entire order.
I'm Dr. Fulgens. For over 30 years, UCB has helped customers strengthen portfolios with gold. But let them tell you in their own words.
Buying gold and silver from Universal Coin and Bullion has been one of the greatest experiences for me, and it's been an easy process and also a very safe process to do that.
Call now to secure your 1-ounce gold or silver American Eagle coin with no dealer markup.
Trying to get healthier is full of can'ts.
Come on, Grandma, come play. Come play with us, Grandma.
I can't move. So you go to the doctor.
Your body can't figure this out. So take this, and this.
Because your body can't. But is it true your body can't? Maybe your body can. All you need is a little support. Wave Watch is a wearable device that uses sound wave therapy to help your body heal itself. Studies are showing that all cells in our bodies resonate at unique frequencies, and specific sounds can stimulate them. Your body can deal with pain, so you can play hard.
WaveWatch comes with a 1-year manufacturer's warranty for defects and flaws, and you can upgrade to an additional warranty for water damage and breakage. Go to wavewatch.com. Be sure to use the discount code Michelle100 at checkout to receive $100 savings on your purchase.
For Michelle's social media links, go to michellemooreshow.com.